gonna lie, I'd prefer Tokyo.
How many applications have you submitted so far?
About 30, counting this one.
Considering that, what's your theory as to why none of the others have offered you a position yet?
Your human strokes and total strokes are unlucky, but the heaven strokes are quite good. Your golden years will be blessed.
Look, I don't care about my golden years. I want to be blessed now.
Anything wrong, miss?
Yep, I've just been wished the best of luck again. It's like, I can't even seem to nab a normal job in the real world, let alone be anyone's queen.
You can always come back here if it doesn't work out. Why don't you come home and give your poor mom a hand?
You're saying I should move home and help you out with the chores? You know the last thing I want is to grow old in the country.
But you're okay with growing old in the city. It's what normal people do, you know. What's wrong with being normal?
Can you please not call me normal? I mean, I didn't say I was completely out of options here. I just had an interview today and I haven't heard back yet.
Why are you so set on staying in Tokyo? There's plenty of work out here, too.
I don't like the countryside. I'm not coming home, okay? And that's that.
Fine. But a graduate's gotta go somewhere, right? Remember, this is the last month we're sending you an allowance.
What was I thinking, having my fortune told when I'm this broke? I wonder if mayonnaise would be tasty or truly disgusting on this. Yeah, hello?
Good evening. Tell me, have I reached Yoshinoko Haru's cell phone?
You have. This is her speaking.
Great. This is Hashimoto with Momonga Promotion Agency.
I'm sorry, with which agency?
Momonga, the model placement agency. You registered with us a while back and we were able to place you on a small project, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course. My friend and I registered together and you sent me on that job.
Well, we actually had a client request you by name, Ms. Koharu, to be the spokesperson for a Rural Towns promo campaign. They want you to be their queen.
Be their queen? Wait, you mean like mayor for a day type thing?
The job is with the tourism board, so it's probably something along those lines. There are obviously more details in the contract. We'll send money to cover all of your travel and expenses, of
Please
course.
slow down. I haven't agreed yet.
Oh, Ms. Koharu, you graduated from junior college this spring, right? Have you already found a job?
Well, no. Good point. There's nothing here. Hard to imagine a tourist attraction. Oh, hold on. Could I have gotten on the wrong train? So sorry. Excuse me. But can you tell me, is this the correct train from Manayama?
Manayama? Why go there?
For a job. I'm from Tokyo.
A job in Manayama, huh?
Yeah, they've asked me to be their queen.
Oh, the Chupacabra thing.
Anyway, is this train...
Next on Manayama Station, Manayama.
Hi, thanks for meeting me. I'm Yoshinoko Haru from Momonga. It's a pleasure to meet you.
What is this?
I'll slow down. My name is Yoshinoko Haru, and I'm here to take the job. You know the one. As the queen?
Koharu?
I'm so sorry. There appears to have been some kind of mix-up. The person we were trying to request for the position is named Yoshino Tsubaki. Yoshino Tsubaki? Oh, she apparently used to be a big pop star back in the day. Our board director is a huge fan, so we plan to have her come promote our town as
That person out there is not my little Yoshino. How in the hell did you manage to screw this up?
Well, if you look at your note, it really doesn't look at all like Tsubaki.
Oh, it's my fault?
Ah, here we are. I finally found some info on Yoshino Tsubaki. I'm afraid she passed away 8 years ago.
What?
Wow, so she was famous forever ago. What should we do now? We already mailed off that long application to receive a subsidy. And we've already transferred the contract fees to her agency.
Which is all your fault because you screwed up!
Seriously, would you look at your note?
Well, the banner said Tsubaki, so how do you explain that?
Funny thing, that was actually a mistake because we asked for Koharu.
The characters are too close for Koharu!
Shigaraki is only a novice calligrapher.
Well, I'm a master. Why did we have
Holy cow, these people are nuts. Mr. Karuta, please, you've got to calm down. You're being very rude to Miss Koharu. After all, she came here for us.
Would you shut up, Shiori? This random girl can't possibly hold a candle to my little Yoshino.
Your little Yoshino would be an old woman if she was alive. Yeah, it's confusing how you keep calling her little Yoshino.
What's confusing about Yoshino?
Everything.
So it's happened again. Yet another job rejection.
She'll be my little Yoshino till I die!
Me. The thing is, we all know it's very easy to mistake Tsubaki for Koharu because of how they're written. And no matter what level calligrapher wrote it, of course you would see it as Tsubaki if that's what you're looking for from the start. So that's no one's fault. And no matter how old your favorite pop star gets, calling her my little Yoshino is kind of sweet, isn't it? Yeah, so that's all okay. Anyway, not who you wanted. And I'm sure Yoshino Tsubaki was a wonderful person, and I couldn't hope to compete with a pop star. But if there is something I could do to help you all out here, I'd love the opportunity to try.
Fine, then. I guess it's meant to be. We'll go ahead with the coronation as was originally planned.
For the record, I'm really glad it worked out for you to stay. Oh, my name is Shinomiya. I work for the tourism board also. Nice to meet you. Thanks, you too. The one walking up in the front up there, that's Ushimatsu Karuta. He's the king. He's also head of the board. And behind him is Shigaraki, the bureau chief. The really young one is named Yamada, and the one with the glasses is Mino. This place is almost as dead as back home.
Excellent. Is this another one of your idiotic plans, you old jackass?
Shut up, you stupid hag.
Oh, no worries. Those two are always like that. This is Cherry Blossom Pond. Soon the blossoms will be in full bloom, and I promise you, it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, and if you look that way, you can see the, palace over there. The palace? The kingdom of Chupacabra. I know the kingdom thing is pretty silly, but they say years ago we used to get quite a lot of tourists here because of it.
A while back, these mini independent states were popping up constantly all over Japan.
Really? I never knew that.
It created interest in the town. We received tax money as part of the Hometown Revival Project. Manoyama got caught up in the boom, and you're looking at the result. Then the boom ended, and so here we are.
Citizens of the kingdom, you must not forget. You must never forget the horror and calamity visited upon us by the Chupacabra. Only the legendary sacred sword could defeat it. But, alas, the sword had been sealed into stone, and nobody had been able to free it. And that was when I, Ushimatsu Karuta, appeared on the scene, and though many had failed, I miraculously freed the sword. And so, as our first king, I stood resolutely against the Chupacabra's attack, cutting the beast down. The secret sword did not fail me. However,
Imagine him with a monster.
that was
Probably
not the
soiled
last
his
resort.
Sorry, Mr. Karuta, but if you could wrap this up...
Now, we shall conduct a traditional coronation ceremony. So step forward, new queen.
All right, here I am.
I lay this crown upon your head as an acknowledgement of your sovereign reign. And now I hereby declare you to be the new queen of the kingdom of Chupacabra.
Well, you sure had a long day, haven't you? You must be pretty worn out.
Oh no, it wasn't that bad really.
Hey, Keenu, what gives? We're running out of booze down here.
Oh, all right.
What's wrong, Queen? Drink up! Here, give me your glass.
Oh, thank you. I know it's a bit late for me to ask, but what is the Chupacabra?
Well, it's a legendary monster from around these parts.
They say it can suck the blood out of livestock, but I've heard that it's actually just a weasel.
It is not. When I was a kid, I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, God, you're not really going to start that nonsense again.
It's not nonsense.
Then where is the Chupacabra?
It's inside all of our hearts.
Say, that's pretty tasty, isn't it? Those potatoes are a town specialty. And we're known for making other things, too.
But you should know that the best thing we've made by far is the town itself.
The hope is you'll be able to get the word out about this great little place.
So, my queen, I look forward to working with you.
Wait, what do you mean?
How about a toast? Raise your glasses. Get 'em up.
That's right. To Manoyama and its shining future.
Pitch black. I have to tell you, I really am so glad that you decided to take the job, Yoshi. Oh, sorry. Is it okay if I call you Yoshi? Oh, good. And you can just call me Shiori. I hope you weren't caught too off guard. I know those old guys can be pretty lively. I'm used to it. I'm actually from the country, too. Oh, wow. This whole time I thought you were from Tokyo. The country wasn't for me. I got out as soon as I could. Why was that? There's just nothing out there, and it's so boring. I didn't want to spend my entire life out in the sticks doing nothing at all. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that, though. No worries. I mean, I totally hear what you're saying, but I really love my hometown. That's why I want so badly to be able to share it with the rest of the world. Back in the day, this little place was used as a dorm. Mr. Karuta said to feel free to choose whichever room you want. Well, I guess that covers it, at least for today. Thanks so much. I've really appreciated all your help. Can't wait to kick things off with you tomorrow. What'd she mean, kick things off? you the new queen? What am I? They said I should spend the night here, so... Anyway, why are you here? Well, guess I'm the manager or something. Of what, though? So you're the talent, right? What, like a model or something? Maybe you're a pinup girl that didn't sell? That can't be it. How rude! I'm here because I seriously needed the money. So this is just a one-time thing. Oh, then you're just a normal student. Could you please not call me normal? So an abnormal student. What? No, I'm not! Okay, so you're normal. Anyway, I'm kind of impressed that you decided to come to this little podunk village. It's not much more than an old ghost town now. Well, I'm going back as soon as I get paid. The event I was hired for happened earlier today. Wait, what are you talking about? You can't leave. The job's just starting. Huh? No way. Did no one tell you? Yoshinoko Haru, 20 years old from Tokyo, was crowned the new queen of the kingdom of Chupacabra. 150 people gathered together today to celebrate her coronation. The new queen will take up residence here for 1 year, and she'll be participating in various promotional projects for the... Wait a minute! I said it was the whole year!
Hello? Hashimoto with Momonga Promotion.
Listen, I thought this job was for 1 day. Nobody ever said a word to me about a year-long commitment. What am I supposed to do now?
Ah, Miss Koharu. I do believe those details were in your contract.
My contract? Yep, there it is. You've got to be kidding me. I can't stay for a year.
Well, it's a little late to back out now. I'm afraid we've already signed the contract with the tourism board.
Look, I don't care, okay? How am I supposed to live way out here in the boonies?
But you'd given up on finding work before graduation.
Still waiting to hear back from one company. You had no right to assume I'd given up already.
Well, anyway, just give it your best shot. Talk soon.
Wait, don't go!
You'd think a normal person would read the contract.
I said I'm not normal, so there you go. But this place is nuts. I'm out of here. Which way do I go? Hey, you headed to the station?
The bus depot. You missed the last bus to the station.
No, please, I'm begging you. I've got to get there.
Ah, come on. You really want to be the crazy lady on the bus?
Sure, bring it on, as long as it gets me to Tokyo.
Ask the bus and it'll hear you. Or maybe not. It doesn't actually have ears, does it? Nah, but I do think it has a nose. Can you imagine? A big bus nose with like long nose hairs sticking out of it?
Yeah, I gotta go. What? It's only 10 o'clock at night!
Hinu, bring it here!
Hey, Kadata. The new queen just said she was going to go back to Tokyo and ran off towards the station. Is everything cool?
She did what? I'm not letting her out of this. Shiori, you're coming with me.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. I know he's a handful. It's because, well, really, it's because we all love our town as much as we do. He's always saying he wants nothing more than to bring back the life it once had. However, I'm not sure he's going about it the right way.
He thought if you freed the sword and experienced being a hero, then you'd surely change your mind about things and stay here with us.
Don't feel like you have to take the job if you don't want to. You're free to make your own choices. Why don't you go on back to the dorm for now? And then tomorrow you can return home, eh?
I want to apologize. That was so stupid of us. I'm still really glad you came here, Yoshi, even if it was only for a day. I always thought it'd be fun to have someone my same age as the Queen, working together to liven up the town again, making it all it can be. So that's why. I wanted you to stay so badly I agreed to that silly prank. I understand. Thank you. It selfishly makes me feel good to have been wanted. Thanks again. Have a good night. Okay, sleep well.
Can't return it. So what do we do now?
Queen,
Oh, no.
your first trial is going to be selling every last one of these.
What? Hang on just a second here. I need to tell you something. I had a really good talk with your wife last night, and the truth is, I came here without knowing it was a one-year contract, so I wasn't prepared to come here.
My aching head! Here's what we're gonna do. For now, your contract will last until the Manju expiration date. 1 week.
1 week's a good compromise, right? Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Then it's settled. I promise to forget all about that year-long contract you signed, if you can sell all 1,000 boxes in 1 week.
You've got a deal. I'm gonna hold you to it. And as soon as the last one's sold, I am on a train out of here. That was a dumb move. I don't think I can sell 1,000 boxes. At least not in a week. Oh, sure you can. I bet you'll be able to get rid of the entire batch of them in no time at all. And really, if they don't sell, they don't sell, you know? Not the end of the world. Kinda is. Well, of course, we'd like to sell the Manju. And for your sake, I hope we can. Though it does seem unlikely to get it done in a week. You know, I'd rather not put my faith in unlikely events, so maybe let's come up with a strategy. Hey, ask who you are. Don't you know? She told me she was the manager here. Haven't heard anything about a manager. Although, do I know you from somewhere? Oh, Odin Detective! You're Maggie from the Odin Detective! A detective? No, it was a really cool TV movie, The Leisurely Case Files of the Odin Detective. You're an actor? She wasn't the central character. She played more of a supporting role, so most people don't know her. But she's famous locally. She'll always be Maki from the Odin Detective here. Oh, then she'd be way better at this job than I could ever hope to be. Please take my place as queen.
Nope, no thank you. These are not cute.
They're terrifying. Seriously, what's a chupacabra anyway? Your basic mysterious monster.
Well, you cannot sell 10,000 monster treats in only a week.
We have to try. Like, what if we convince the store at the train station and the souvenir shops to carry them?
Do you know how many tourists we get here in a year?
Like 100,000? 30,000. Not a lot. Yeah, just a little over 500 a week. Well, if we could get each of them to buy 2 boxes.
That would not be normal at all.
Well, good. Normal is boring. If tourists don't come through, we'll get the residents to buy them. How many people live here? 50,000. So if 1 in 50 people buys one, that's a lot to hope for, Yoshi. Maybe it is, but I've got to believe I can sell all of them and get back to Tokyo. Here we go. Our very first store.
Oh, it's the new queen. You didn't go back to Tokyo, I see.
To Kamizawa. He's one of the local bus drivers. Hello, sir. We met yesterday.
We sure did.
Which lunch combo, ginger pork or curry? Hi, Erika. We didn't come for lunch. We just need to ask you a favor. 1 fortune teller combo.
Your human strokes are very unlucky. However, your heaven strokes are good. You will be blessed in your golden years.
Yeah, I know. So I've been told. But how can I sell 1,000 boxes of these things? That's impossible.
No, I have seen.
Wait, you've seen what?
Many things.
Could you be more specific?
North by northwest.
Don't even worry about it. Her fortunes are always like that. We're heading in the right direction, yeah? You think it's for real? Oh, it's a Japanese sweets shop. I bet they'll help us. I doubt it. They don't get along with the tourism board, and they're always fighting with Mr. Karuta.
Zol, jackass.
Shut up, you stupid hag.
Great. But you know what? I bet Richon might know something about the chupacabra. Who's this Richon? A childhood friend. She's just a little shy sometimes, that's all. You there, Richon? Oh, hi there. Could we... Wait a second, Richon. Open up. So listen, Shiori tells me you might know about the chupacabra. Can you explain it?
UMA.
UMA?
An unidentified mysterious animal. Chupa is the Spanish word for suck, and cabra means goat, so it literally means a creature that sucks the blood of goats. The earliest sighting was in 1995 in Puerto Rico. There have also been sightings in Chile, Mexico, and America. However, no sightings have ever been reported in Japan. The sighting here in Monoyama was most likely a weasel.
I knew you'd be able to help us. Thank you. She knows a ton about the occult and things like that. Pretty handy, huh? Yeah, for sure. I think we should really push the occult theme in the town's marketing. And we need to create a whole new website.
I don't know about a new website, but the best I can do is post photos to a blog.
That's okay. Who should I ask?
Well, we really need to find a local web designer to do it.
I remember there was a woman that moved here from Tokyo last year. I'm pretty sure she started up some sort of web-related business, so... Ah, here it is.
Yes! Excuse me? Hello? We're here with the tourism board. Maybe she's not home.
It's been 6 months since I arrived in Monoyama. The long winter has at last given way to spring. It's finally time to fully enjoy the benefits of a natural lifestyle here. Today, some locals gave me some vegetables, so I used them to try out this new radish dish. With the breath of spring, all the little bugs have woken up hungry, so perhaps the thing I should do with all this bounty is share.
Are you okay? Hold on, who are you? Are you hurt? Tell me. Your headphones. So sorry to barge in. We're with the tourism board and we really need your help.
The tourism board?
What was that screaming about?
Oh, that? It was nothing really. I'm just fine. I kicked the corner of my armoire. It's lovely living in the country. There aren't any armoires in the city, you know. Well, that might not be true, but I never kicked them there. I swear, only out here in the country for some reason. I mean, am I right? It's a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug! I see. I guess it's not easy being the queen, is it?
Yeah, it's not what I thought it would be. Do you think you can build a website in 2 days? I'm afraid we don't have much of a budget to speak of.
Oh. Sure, I'll do it. After all, it's for the town, right? I should help them out if I'm able.
Thank you so much.
So, what kind of site did you have in mind?
It's gotta go boom, like have major impact, and it has to have an air of the occult to it somehow, and also be fancy and cute. And we need an online store.
There's no way I could build an entire online store for you in 2 days. I would need at least a month to set up the system.
A whole month, really? Man, I was convinced we could have sold 1,000 boxes online.
Maybe you should try to think of it the other way around.
Which other way?
These days, you can easily buy delicious food from all over the country just while sitting at home. So if you emphasize the fact that you can only get these by coming here in person, they'll seem more rare and worth getting.
Exclusive. But do you actually believe that could work, truly?
Oh, don't worry. You just leave all that to me.
Can we get out of here?
This place is perfect. I'll be able to get tons of work done.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you. All right, why don't we start by talking some more about the design you want? Now, considering the major time crunch, we'll keep it as simple as possible while still maintaining that bold feel. You mentioned looking for a kind of fancy occult vibe, right? So how about fancy cult?
Yeah, fancy cult. Oh, lovely.
Are you kidding me? It'd be quite challenging to come up with content for a strictly occult theme, so we'll push the subculture but keep it cute. But I need something for the copy. A little treat from the depths of the vampire forest.
Yes, that's it. And there's lots of wild garlic on the hill behind our house.
So now we need to look at text and photos. Think you ladies could help me out with that? What's going on with you?
Nothing's going on.
That girl that just came by is the new queen, right? I wonder what that old man is plotting over there. Don't you get roped into anything stupid, you hear?
It looks abandoned in these pictures. Makes it feel occulty.
You mean fancy cult. We can touch up the photos. They'll be okay.
Isn't that deceptive?
No more so than putting on makeup. What are your thoughts about the text?
Oh, yes, here I underlined the parts that I thought might be useful.
Thanks, that's great. All right, I'll get started then.
Hey, thanks again so much. Okay, I guess we can go work on getting the stand ready. Let's go. You coming, Maki?
Why ask me?
This goes...
Let's see.
You're really good at this, Maki.
I've done it on my part-time jobs.
Oh, like to prepare for a role?
Don't I wish? No, it's to pay my bills. When you're an actor, you have to take side jobs in order to survive. Hang in there, my queen.
The entire next year of my life is writing on this. If I want to go home, I've got to make this thing work. Yoshino, you really can't wait to get out of here, huh?
So, what are you going to do when you get back? What's waiting for you there in Tokyo?
What's waiting there? Everything's waiting there. Tokyo is everything. Maybe you should take a little break and get some sleep. What do you think?
I'm fine. When I lived in Tokyo, I would work through the night on the regular.
Can you tell me something? Why did you leave Tokyo to come live in this place?
I kind of got tired of the rat race. Plus, nowadays, there's no reason to force yourself to work in a big city.
But, I mean, isn't Tokyo literally the economic center of the country? Yeah, that's a fact. So there are more opportunities there than anywhere else.
What kind of opportunities do you mean?
Well, there's anything and everything.
What happened? Couldn't find work?
32 applications and not even one job offer.
Well, don't let it get to you. You don't need Tokyo. With the right mindset, I believe you can find work anywhere. Just my 2 cents.
Wonder if she's right.
It's done.
Fancy cult! Oh, it's so
all that's left is to post some links to it on some other sites. Okay, girls. Now you're ready to go.
How do we not sell a single one?
Well, it is only the first day. Your journey has just begun.
I think it's more than that. We're not getting nearly enough traffic on the website.
Huh? What? 76? Oh, I wonder if Fancy Cult is too avant-garde and freaky for people.
What I've been wondering is how the heck Mr. Kadota was planning to sell all these manju in the first place.
Apparently his original plan was to have that actress Yoshino Tsubaki sell them to people directly.
Yes, we can use that.
You can count me out. My acting days are long behind me.
What? Me? It makes perfect sense, and you'll do great, Yoshi.
I guess, but I'm wondering, it's the beautiful queen part that I question.
Don't be silly. I was totally planning to touch up your photo anyway.
That's not really what I meant, though. Is it more like you're feeling weird and awkward about being referred to as beautiful?
Oh, okay. We'll embrace that then. Little question mark next to the word.
How about relatively pretty?
Thanks for that. Just put like a little asterisk right there, next to beautiful.
Sure, great. But what's the alternate word then?
Buy them directly from the hand of the beautiful, based strictly on individual opinion, queen of our land. I mean, at least that's kind of funny.
Or we could change the whole concept. Just lay it all out there. I ordered way too many of these things. Please help us out and buy some. What do you think?
Great. Doesn't that make it sound like it's all my fault?
Yay!
How did it go?
Sold 3 boxes. Met Shiori's whole family, so it wasn't a total loss.
Yeah, my family felt bad for us, so they came out to buy a few.
Is that all? Even after the queen apologized for everything?
Well, she may be the queen, but nobody actually knows who she is. And I don't think anyone is reading this.
Just for the record, everything you say is negative. I'm only doing this because I want to help Monoyama.
Not for your own self-satisfaction?
What is it you're trying to say?
Come on, you guys, we shouldn't fight each other. I'm sorry. Said too much.
Anyway, I tend to agree that it's hard to connect with words alone.
Hey, Maki, you look like you have an idea. Have you come up with something? Yeah, I think a video would have more impact.
A video. Sorry to drop in so late.
Evening there, my queen. I heard you sold 3 whole boxes today.
Just you wait, it's not over yet. We got the costume.
And the camera?
Well, Richon's got a really good one. I texted her, but she hasn't replied. Guess she's not interested. Oh, she's here!
I was able to sneak out. The Odin detective.
Please forget it. You're a detective?
I said forget it! Maki, thanks for doing this. I did this kind of thing part-time on a superhero show. You're right, you know, Tokyo has everything, and I did it all. And anyway, making this video was my idea.
Great attention to detail, Richon.
The chupacabra skin has to be moist to be correct.
And who are you exactly?
Nobody. Random person.
Okay, everyone. Are we ready to do this?
And action, go.
Oh no, the chupacabra! Don't worry, I'll take care of this.
Cut. Take 2.
Oh no, the chupacabra! Don't worry, I'll
She freed the sword. Mr. Kadota! The queen freed the sacred sword!
The terrible vicious chupacabra is now the delicious chupacabra.
A little treat from the depths of the vampire's forest. Chupacabra manju.
So delicious. It's fancy called.
How are there still no customers?
Look at that!
Manju are scary. But I'll take one.
After all that work, we still only sold 1 box.
Our video got a fair amount of plays.
Maybe we should all watch it again. Or the making of short.
What? When did you put that together?
Oh shoot, we should have made that an unlockable bonus video.
The expiration date has officially passed.
So you failed your first trial. No worries, Yoshi.
Hey, wait.
No, I say we eat them all.
They just expired, didn't they? I'll take a pass, thanks.
There's no need to be neurotic.
It's okay. The data's best enjoyed by, not must be consumed by.
Mr. Karuta said that we were allowed to give away whatever didn't sell to commemorate the coronation of the new queen.
Even though they're already expired?
I told you, don't be so neurotic.
These are actually really good. All the ingredients come from right here in Monoyama. Came in to eat today. Hey, it's Maki. On a date? Do you think that's a boyfriend from Tokyo?
Nope, he's my brother Kosuke.
Thanks for looking after my sis.
Anyway, I don't think there's much else to say. Tell Mom for me, would you? I won't be coming home anytime soon.
Okay, whatever you say. So, are you the new queen? The one they brought in from Tokyo?
Yeah, I am.
Well, good luck with that. I hope that you can bring a little life to this place. It's great to meet you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Same to you. So you're pretty resolved not to move back home, huh, Maki?
Yeah, not for a while anyway.
I think I get that. Hard to believe it was so lively in here a few days ago. Well, Sanae's got her own work, so I guess that's just the way it goes. Hey, if you're a little lonely here on your own, I could always move in with you. Seriously? It's here.
What? Not where Manju.
No, it's all my stuff from Tokyo. I kept bugging my manager until he finally sent it.
So I guess you've made up your mind then.
I'll go ahead and give it a shot, for now anyway. At least it's not boring. And there are worse things than being paid to be a queen, wouldn't you say?
I kinda doubt it'll be quite as easy as you think.
Today's public service will be an interview. A local station. Your first proper interview. You've got a script and a cheat sheet. No worries, right? There's nothing to be nervous about.
Time to get going, Queen.
Oh, I see. So the head of the tourism board mistook you for the old star Yoshino Tsubaki, and that's what brought you to Monoyama.
Right, but even though it started as a mistake, I decided to stay and give it my very best shot.
I've heard a rumor that you're also entering the regional mascot contest that's happening next week.
Yep, and we hope that people will turn out to support us.
Must have been a shock learning about this whole Kingdom of Chupacabra thing.
Yes, I honestly had no clue what it was about at first. But after looking into it a bit, I found it really interesting. It's basically one of the old mini independent states, but they built a story for it and everything, and it's fantastic. You see, it all started in the 457th year of the
Right. I think we're all familiar with the backstory. Now, there have been great efforts to reinvigorate small towns all across Japan. Surely you're aware that very few of them have succeeded. That's the big issue you've committed to tackle for the next year.
Uh-huh.
As queen, what are your thoughts on any changes you'd like to make to the town?
My question's not in the script.
Come on, hang in there, Queen.
All right, on to the next question then. What are some of your favorite things about Monoyama?
I would say the beautiful scenery and stuff.
There are several products made right here in town. Do you have a particular favorite?
I guess maybe the manju?
So what made you decide to continue as queen? If it was a mistake, you could have refused, right?
Well, yes, but I was impressed by this company's, this town's potential for growth and its company culture. No worries at all, Yoshi. Honestly, I think I started to believe my own press being called queen and everything. But I don't know a thing about this town. Well, you know what? It's never too late to start learning.
That's right, and we can all help teach you. Look at all the resources we have here.
Idiots! She won't learn about the town by reading a bunch of studies. She's gotta be in it. Feel the wind on her face.
What do you think, Yoshi? Feeling anything? What I'm feeling is nothing at all. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Hey, why don't you talk to that lady over there? Excuse me. Hi there. I'm the new queen. Do you have a minute? I'd love to chat with you about... pardon me. Can you tell me a little about the town? What's the best thing about Monoyama?
What? Who's wrestling?
No, not wrestling. What's the best thing about Monoyama?
I'll tell you, it's certainly not the wrestling.
If you had a chance to change Monoyama, what kind of town would you like it to be?
Things are fine as they are. I don't see a reason to change anything when it's working just fine.
What about the future of the town?
Well, for instance, what about improvements? Like, are there any changes you might want to make if you could?
Why, talking to you won't change anything. What good could an outsider possibly do?
Come on, no worries. I think you just happened to talk to some of the wrong people. There are plenty of folks around here who care an awful lot about the town.
Everything good? Oh, hey, it's the Queen.
What's going on, officer?
Oh, just got a few reports saying some strange-looking girl has been wandering around blathering some nonsense about how she was going to go home.
Well, ouch, that hurts. To be fair, though, a lot of people haven't met you yet.
I mean, I know Ushimatsu has been working really hard on this. But to tell the absolute truth, most people couldn't care less about bringing change to this town.
And why do you think that is exactly?
The thing is, we've been getting along okay. The town's been surviving for a while now with hardly any tourists at all. Although, the future's not bright or anything, it's not like many kids are born here. But I doubt I'll still be running the store when it gets to be a problem. So, no point fighting it, you know?
Seriously?
Yeah, that's basically how I feel about it. I'd be surprised if most didn't feel the same. You might also check in with the head of the Board of Merchants, though.
Board of Merchants? Richon's grandma is actually the head of that board. But she doesn't get along with Mr. Karuta, remember? Well, I'm going over there. Yoshi, wait!
What do you want, Queen? I don't have all day.
We just came by to say hello.
Come back yesterday.
We can't come back yesterday. Please, can we talk to you? Come on, Yoshi, we'll try another time. Thank you.
Hey, working hard today, huh, Queen?
Mr. Takamizawa, isn't that right? You're the bus driver I met before.
Yep, that's me. I might not look it anymore, but I used to be a prince, you know?
What do you mean, a prince? Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh, it's nothing. Suddenly I feel about a bazillion years old, that's all.
It's not gonna matter what you do, Queen. This is a crappy old town. Way beyond saving. Give it up.
Hey.
Apologize, Erika.
No, I called it crappy because it's crappy.
Well, don't let her discourage you. You know the old saying, right? Change makers are the youth, fools, and outsiders. Funny thing is, Ushimatsu used to be a young fool long ago, but he definitely wasn't ever an outsider.
Seems you're pretty much the ideal candidate. Just a youthful, foolish outsider.
Sanae is too, then.
That doesn't work because I'm not a fool.
I guess you must have missed us pretty bad. Couldn't stay away.
I'm just taking refuge while the exterminators clear my house. Isn't it weird? How it used to be the kingdom of Kabura?
Yeah, it is weird. I just heard about that today.
The reason was that Kabura are Maniyama's only real specialty.
Kabura? We call them Kabu. Yeah, around here people call them Kabura.
It was back before I'd even started elementary school. They used rural stimulation funds to create the kingdom of Kabura, but it didn't last very long. That was when Ushimatsu had that big idea of his own.
The ones that can change our city are the youth, outsiders, fools, and of course the monsters! And so they decided to hop on the UMA bandwagon, changing the kingdom's name from Kabura to Chupacabra. That's nuts! The Board of Merchants was completely against the idea from the very beginning. Well, I would be too, because I'm not nuts. I've got it.
Got what?
It's Kabura! Everyone in Monoyama really loves this stuff, right? So Kabura must be the secret to changing the town!
You want to observe the farming? We harvest the kabura in winter, so I'm afraid there's not much to do now.
Well, maybe you could just tell me why you're so passionate about Kabura.
Oh, I wouldn't say that I'm passionate. We've just been growing them around here for a long time, that's all.
But look, you've got a Kabura kid over there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Our son used to like him a lot.
Oh, he's probably farming Kabura now too then, right?
No, he left town and got a job. Doesn't come back here much anymore.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, where's the queen?
They're holding a regional mascot contest in town, so she's headed that way with Mr. Karuta. And I'll be going over to help them this afternoon.
Man, where are you the busy bee?
Oh, the broadcast should be starting now.
We're putting the Chupacabra up against those? The kids are gonna cry.
Hi there.
Yuri, listen. Have you seen the Chupacabra's head?
It's not in here, sorry.
No, I told you we can't find a thing anywhere. You're saying it's not there either?
Unfortunately not. We're asking Shiori about it right now. Yeah, she doesn't know.
Well, you better figure it out. We go on in 3 and I want that Chupacabra head here by then.
How is the head the only thing missing?
What? Why would you throw it away?
How's this?
Well, if we want to scare kids, it's great.
Mascots from near and far are eagerly awaiting their turn.
He is such a stupid ass.
Hair is full of excitement.
Here you go. Come down here, would you?
Both of you to focus, please. We should be thinking of a way to get Yoshi and Mr. Karuta out of this mess. Great, John.
Kabura Kid. I saw on TV. If you use the Kabura Kid costume instead of the Chupacabra, that would solve your problem.
Oh my gosh, that's right. There's a costume from when we were the Kingdom of Kabura.
That old man destroyed the kingdom of Kabura by himself, and now he's going to be saved by the Kabura Kid. How perfectly humiliating. That's good TV.
But then, the mascot entry wouldn't be the Chupacabra.
We can't really afford to be concerned about that right now. Do you know where the costume is? It's no use. I can't find it anywhere.
You think maybe it got thrown away?
Or it could be someone took it somewhere to use it and never returned it.
Oh, I hope not. We're not giving up yet. Around when did they switch from the kingdom of Kabura to Chupacabra? If I remember correctly, I think it was August of 1997.
August 97. Looks like that's spot on. This might be Kabura Kid's last event.
Oh, I didn't know this existed.
Oh, look at that 90s home video quality.
That might be the Manayama Community Center. Hey, that looks like the Tanaka Fabric Store. That place is still around.
Spoken like a true detective.
So it's possible that it was used at the community center and then never returned to the palace.
This guy's just as energetic as he can be, isn't he? It's Dagon! It's a dragon that looks like a dog. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I have to say, I can't help but think they might have tried a little too hard and missed the mark.
Oh, found it.
I know I'm stating the obvious, but that's pretty beaten up.
I think I should be able to fix it up enough to pass.
How do you have such a wide range of skills?
Because I used to make props as a side job.
Alright, welcome to the next mascot.
Oh boy, looks like I'll have to go up by myself.
You wouldn't survive. It's too much pressure for a person who failed 30 job interviews.
We're here. Hey, you guys. It's Kabura Kid and Mr. Kadata should use it.
Where did you find that? Mr. Kadata, you got it. It was in the garbage processing plant. Oh, sorry, sir, but you gotta put it on. No, it stinks.
Then use this instead.
No, wait. I refuse to be the Kabura Kid.
Then you've got to be the
I
Chupacabra.
can't wear that. It smells terrible.
I'm your help.
It's all
I said no and I meant it. At least wash it. Idiot!
Doesn't matter which one you wear.
Are you kidding me, idiot? Of course it matters. I'm doing everything I can to change this town.
I know you are, but the problem is nobody in Monoyama actually wants it to change but you.
What do you know? You just got here and you're a kid.
One thing I know is that you've stubbornly stuck to the Chupacabra thing for decades, and so far nothing's changed, right?
The Chupacabra is up next, so please be ready when I call you.
Fine then. If the Queen's so sure about it, then why doesn't she decide which one to use?
Okay, for our next contestant, we got the Chupacabra from Monoyama.
Well, would you look at that? This one sure looks different from his application photo.
Yes, he's changed a little.
That's pretty smart of her. She neither rejected nor chose either one of them. It's like a mashup of the two.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
I hope she'll be able to speak well this time.
Years ago in Monoyama, the Kabura Kid was chosen as the town's mascot. Kabura was an obvious choice, because Monoyama has a history of growing quality Kabura. But unfortunately, Kabura Kid was never very beloved by the townfolk. Something had to be done, and UMAs were very popular. So they made their next mascot the Chupacabra, and when they did, they really hoped that people would take to it this time. But he wasn't very popular either. Kabura Kid and Chupacabra, neither of them ever managed to become very dear to the good people of Monoyama. Over time, both of them were forgotten. That's why it doesn't matter which one he is.
That's not what's important. Sometimes we focus on the wrong things.
So, the question is just what is important to the community of Monoyama? What is it that drives them? What stands the test of time? What means most to them? What about the town is unique? What do they hold dear? I'll freely admit this to you. I've only just gotten here myself, so I don't know the answer to this yet.
You seriously don't know?
However, I want to discover the answer, and I'll spend the next year trying. With the gracious help of all my new friends here, of course. I feel like that's my job, and I'll do my best to be a great queen.
Cheers! I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thanks so much.
Don't worry about it. I feel sure we'll be able to come up with a way for you to repay us.
Come on, we did come in third to last after all.
True, maybe if you pepped up that speech and told a few jokes.
I can see why you failed all 30 of those interviews.
Hey, she was sincere and spoke from the heart. I thought it was really wonderful.
Oh, don't pay attention to us, Shiori. We're just teasing her.
Wow, rude.
So do you not drink Richan or just not tonight?
I'm not a fan of alcohol.
Why the heck not? It's so tasty.
You really just want to get drunk, don't you?
I take it you've decided to commit to being queen for the next year after all, eh?
Yes. But there's something I've been thinking about. I have one condition.
What's that?
I want to work with these four. It's traditional arts. There's a wood carving district in Monzenmachi where the shops are, and there are lots of sculptors down there.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I don't get how you could possibly miss it. What have you been doing here for the past half year?
Well, what do you think? I was working, of course. And I like working at home a lot, surrounded by all these antiques. It's very inspiring. Kind of like combining the old and the new.
Finished.
Is the old man here?
What do you want, woman?
Don't pull my granddaughter into your weird schemes. What's this minister crap?
Ririko joined of her own free will.
Well, I'm her legal guardian, and I don't like
Don't
it.
come after me just because your granddaughter betrayed you, hag.
You'd better watch what you say to me, you old ass.
Oh no, come on. I wonder if my dad messed something up when he tuned it up himself.
Will it be okay?
No, I think it's dead.
Let's ask Doku for help.
Yeah, you're right. I guess it is time to bring it to Doku.
Hang on, Doku? Like that Doku?
Who's this Doku person? A vending machine?
No way! You gotta be kidding me! It wouldn't transform for me no matter what I did! It was you! How did you do it? How did you get it to start up?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't anything special. I just kind of touched it.
There it is, then. That's the answer. My dried up hands don't have the necessary hyaluronic acid, and yours do. Okay, that should do it. Go ahead and try to start her up.
So he's not just some weirdo then.
Thanks a lot, Doku.
You can send the bill to the tourism board. Just make sure you address it to me.
Ushimatsu sure hasn't changed, has he? I kept telling him it should be the kingdom of Mechakabara, not the kingdom of Chupacabra.
Not much of an improvement.
Hey, that's right. You guys are in the middle of moving, aren't you? What a perfect opportunity.
What is that?
Prototype for my powered exoskeleton. The Hercules 2.0. Give it a try. Let me know what you think.
Wow, this thing is so incredible!
Hey, be careful. There's a hard drive in there.
Would you like to try out the suit too?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, once you're finished with that, then we can switch. Hey, hold on a second. That's not her room. I thought it was yours.
Oh, I decided to let Sonae have it. I'm gonna move into the loft on the second floor.
You know, I'm not loving how you make it sound like I'm totally in your debt now. What's wrong?
I don't know. Guess I'm just happy to have friends here with me. It's gonna be so much fun.
Well, don't forget, my work as minister is only a side job. I still got my normal work too, so we'll see how helpful I'll actually be.
I'm starving. Anyone up for a break?
Move in noodles.
How about we go to Angelica's?
The special of the day is katsu curry.
I could cook for us. I brought some 7 noodles with me from home. Just give me a few minutes to boil them.
Look at you.
We've got a domestic goddess on our hands.
Listen up, everyone. Now, I know I've been coming up with the trials for you. However, from now on, you'll have to create and complete them all on your own.
So basically you ran out of ideas.
Okay. To make it clear, Miss Smarty Pants, the point is you can't just hang out here all day doing nothing. You need to think for yourselves. How can we draw a bunch of tourists and make the town some money?
I know. How about the wood carving district?
What about it?
Oh, well, I was really impressed with the Ranma and Sanae's house. I thought maybe we could use some of that to promote the town. I can't wait to start tomorrow.
Okay, what do you want us to do first?
I think we should check out the wood carving district.
It's Bean. Will you chill out?
See? No bug, no worries.
Why did you move all the way out here to the country if you hate bugs so much?
Look, how was I to know I hated them? I had to move out here in order to find that out. I mean, it's not like there are tons of bugs creeping around in Tokyo. Ririko.
Look, I think it's fine if you want to work with the Queen. However, you need to tell me what you're doing over there.
This is the wood carving district.
Kinda small to be called a district.
Lots of bushi gathered here because of all the temples, so it ended up becoming a center for wood carving.
What are bushi?
Sculptors that carve Buddhist images.
The Queen and her ministers seem pretty excited. Didn't you tell them that we tried promoting Monoyama's wood carving several times before and it failed miserably?
It did not fail. We just haven't seen any of the results yet.
With all due respect, I actually think we have. He was made honorary mayor of the wood carving district. He had a bunch of chupacabra figurines carved, and now he's stuck with a stockpile of them.
That sucks.
Listen, our young queen from out of town found it interesting, and I think that says a lot. She shows more promise than the two of you idiots.
Hey, look at these, Sanae. Aren't they so cute?
But a kabura carving's a little mundane, don't you think?
Nah, I think their familiarity is what makes them
They
cute.
make wonderful souvenirs. We have a special promotion going on now. Buy one and you'll get a chupacabra figurine free of charge.
Oh, wow. Thanks a lot, but that's not really necessary.
Also, we could personalize it by carving your name into the back.
Hey there, Tatsuo. Yeah, I'm afraid they're not tourists. We're here to check things out for a wood carving district PR campaign. I'm the Queen, Yoshino Koharu. This is Miss Kozuki, Minister of IT.
Ah, the Queen and a minister. I'm so sorry, I had no idea. I hope you can forgive me. Oh, you're back early. Hey, this is the new Queen.
Nice to meet you.
This is Kazushi, the senior apprentice here.
So you both moved to Monoyama specifically to do this?
Right. Kazushi moved all the way from Hokkaido, but I'm just from Osaka.
Oh, I moved here from Tokyo.
Oh, that's cool. Enjoy yourselves. Sorry, he's not a very sociable guy. But he is one of the best when it comes to sculpting. And if you're going to be promoting Monoyama wood carving, then believe you me, ladies, we're going to help out as much as we can.
That'd be terrific. Let's get to it. We need to find a strategy to draw tourists to the wood carving district. And I think we should call it the WCD Tourism Plan for short. Oh, one thing first, Yoshi. I gathered some studies on our past PR failures. We don't want to make the same mistakes, so I thought we should review them.
This is going to be difficult no matter what angle we try. How much demand could there be for wood carvings in the first place?
You're right. These days, few houses are made with places to put up sculptures, and even fewer have ranma.
When I was little, we had a carving of a bear on top of our television. Now TVs are so thin, you can't put anything on top of them.
Hey, then why don't we make skinny bears to match the TVs? No? Okay, maybe not. Sculptures might really be hard to market because since they're carved one at a time, they're kind of expensive.
Yeah, that's true. The ones we were looking at were not cheap and can't be mass-produced.
It's rough to make a living from wood carving alone, too. So finding people to carry on the tradition can be a big problem.
But there are younger people like the students we just met, right? So they are around.
Yes, but apparently it's a pretty hard path to follow. A lot of people will start out as pupils and quit before they've finished. Hey, come on, you guys. We've barely even started this meeting, and there hasn't been a single positive comment.
You're right. Even if the current market is a bit weak, I'm sure we can find a way to revive it. Wow, somebody's gung-ho. You in love with that older sculptor guy? That's not what this is. But we're similar, because we both moved to Monoyama and we're working hard to make things happen here. So I want to support them. You know the old saying, we learn from the past. But it's also time for some innovation around here.
There's apparently a new plan in place to rejuvenate the town using Monoyama wood carving. The Queen has been really excited about it. We're hoping that our woodwork will become popular all over the country.
Don't let yourself get caught up in the tourism board's foolishness. You should try to remember, our wood carving has been named a traditional art form. So show some pride.
My brain is completely fried.
Yeah, same.
Brainstorming sure takes a lot of energy, huh?
I think our idea about the wooden katanas is the most realistic.
I also like the chupacabra with the kabura in its mouth, especially the fact that it's thin.
Are you still on that? Ooh, I need a drink. Wait, doesn't that have...
A little alcohol might just get those creative juices flowing, you know?
I told you, nobody knows what that is.
Doku!
Oh, the Queen. Tell me what you think of the Hercules 2.0.
Great, it was actually super helpful. I loved being able to lift such heavy stuff.
Well, personally, I'd like to see it used for some kind of agricultural work. But the older people have a hard time accepting change and progress.
Makes sense. Also, it felt kind of stiff or something. Could be harder for an older person to use it. Oh, that's it!
Carvings on a powered exoskeleton?
That's right! Just like this, see?
Well, the sketch leaves something to be desired, but
Hey now!
basically, it's the same as putting a case on a smartphone, wrapping it up inside a pretty package. A true collaboration between modern cutting-edge technology and traditional art. Cool, huh?
Let's take our conversation outside. Sorry about that. Kazushi really can't stand this kind of thing. But I think it's fascinating.
No way, do you really?
Yeah, I'd love to help out in any way I can.
Thank you so much for that. Planting rice using an exoskeleton with wood carvings attached is pretty darn unique, huh? All we need is a little news coverage, then we'll get a bunch of tourists, and they'll all buy sculptures as souvenirs. Voila!
But what about Kazushi? Won't he be upset at you for forging ahead without his input?
The thing is, that guy always follows his own path. If his work is interfered with, then yeah, he'll probably get angry. But I don't think he'll have much of anything to say about what we're doing. I know he may seem a little eccentric to you, but seriously, Kazushi's carvings are just incredible. They're on par with the work you see here. I can't even begin to compete. So I'll follow my own path too. I'll use our ancient art form to unite the old with the new.
It's like I'm wearing the special effects on a hero show.
Yes, honey, you're very cool.
You never told me that your family ran a farm. It's more of a hobby, really.
Battle mode has been activated.
That should do it. Try moving around a little.
You got it, Dad!
Wow! It's so light! Look! Gosh darn it!
Oh no, catch it!
With what?
Here, use this!
It did look cool for a minute. It just wasn't very practical, that's all.
Shiori, I'm sorry. Oh, no worries. My dad really loved it. He said he had a great time.
I do truly believe we were on the right track, though, you know? Melding tradition with more modern-day technology. Oh, that's it, right there! What's it? We can combine that transforming vending machine at Doku's workshop with wooden carvings of a Buddha.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a blast, man. I was just working on a new drink for the vending machine, so maybe you can be my guinea pigs. This here is Kabura Sushi Soda. 2% Kabura Sushi extract.
Couldn't you just put something normal in it?
All right, bring her down slow.
Okay.
It's perfect.
There it is.
Hey, why don't you go give it a test run?
Amazing!
This idea might actually work.
Everyone will be talking about it. People will come from all over just to see our Buddha.
Are you joking? Come on, Tatsuo, not you two. What the hell is this?
What did you think you were doing, old man? This is blasphemy!
What? I think it's unique. How is it blasphemous?
Manayama wood carving is a traditional art form, and as such, it is protected by the government.
Why don't you think about it for a minute? One of the conditions for traditional art forms is that they're a viable industry. At this rate, it won't be long before its protected status as a national art form is revoked.
Is that so? Don't you have a single ounce of pride?
You can't make a living from pride.
You idiot! That's precisely what we've been doing.
I think you're mistaken being proud for being loud.
Please, that's quite enough. I'm sorry. This is completely our fault.
Too wise to woo peaceably.
Say what?
It's from Shakespeare. It's about lovers.
We're not lovers!
How'd it go?
He said it doesn't matter what the Board of Merchants says. We can continue the project under his authority.
I can't decide if that feels right or not, though.
What's up? You ladies get in trouble again?
What the hell?
Kabura Sushi Soda.
How can you serve this stuff?
I just had a disturbing thought. In the end, was what we did just like turning sushi into soda?
I have to go back. I want to apologize one more time. I'm so truly sorry. But I hope you do understand one thing, that our efforts were absolutely sincere. We think Monoyama wood carving is wonderful. That's why we want to promote it. And as outsiders, we want to give back to the town. Just the same as you and Tatsuo.
All right, why don't you tell me why you came to Manayama?
Because I wanted to be surrounded by nature, and I wanted to be my own boss.
You sure you weren't simply running away from something difficult? Running anywhere, am I right? Didn't matter where? I don't care to be lectured by someone who came here as an escape. I chose to come to this place with a purpose, unlike you two.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's fair at all.
Yoshino.
We've been working really hard on this idea. We've racked our brains trying to think of ways to get people excited about Monoyama wood carving.
Sorry, but nobody asked you to do that. Let me ask you something.
What type of wood do you think that is over there? No idea, right? And yet you assume you're qualified to talk about Manayama wood carving? What a joke.
Thanks for trying back there. But I think he might have been right about my running away just to escape.
What do you mean?
In Tokyo, I worked overtime late into the evening every single day. I'd stumble exhausted onto the last train of the night, only to squish myself back on it the next morning with everyone else. On my days off, I was so spent that I would just stay in bed all day. I got very sick and had to check into the hospital. I went back too soon. I thought things would fall apart if I didn't. Missed deadlines and angry clients. Those seemed like the end of the world back then. It was so silly, though. I forced myself to leave the hospital, but someone had been covering for me, so everything was fine. There was no reason to rush back like that. And that's when
We had the remodeling done for our 25th anniversary, so I guess it's been about 20 years.
You don't have to tell her everything she asked. Oh, hey, Ken, you're there. Listen, the Queen wants to come see your Ranma. No photos. She wants to inspect it up close. Also, if you know of any other houses in that Ranma, we'd...
We're all supposed to study on our own today. I'm gonna make lunch. Want anything?
No thanks. I'm going in.
You're running away again, just like you did when you came here.
Leave me alone, would you?
What'd I do? I picked the most boring book ever. What a waste. What are you studying, Rijon?
Wood carvings around the world.
That one's actually a little scary.
That's why I like it.
This takes me back to high school. Remember how we always used to study together for our big exams?
Don't you think you should get ready now? Probably, yeah. Come on, man. You can't skip this. This is how I pay my respects.
I appreciate it, Ken.
Thanks so much for your time.
How was that? Was it helpful for you at all?
Sure. Seeing a bunch of Ranma up close is a totally different experience from looking at pictures.
I suppose that makes sense. All right, on to the next one then.
Come on, Hideo. Dinner's ready. Okay, Mom.
Looks delicious.
Could you hand me a plate, hon?
Sure.
That you, Sanae?
Oh, Tatsuo.
I just came from a wake. The customer passed who'd been buying from us since back when our master ran the shop. Mind if I join you for a sec?
No, not at all.
I recently discovered your blog. What do you call it? The Thrilling Adventures of a Rural Web Designer? Is that right?
So you're saying you read it?
Should I not have?
I don't know. I mean, no, I don't really care. When I came here, the station was my first official introduction to Monoyama.
Yeah, I guess it was the same way for me too.
I never wrote about it on my blog, but I used to come to this bench and sit here for hours on end when I was feeling down, just to think things over. I'd remind myself again of the reasons I moved here, how I needed a change of pace and all that. But work was still rough and I was pretty lonely. But when I was at the station, I'd sit here and look down the track and I'd think about how it leads to Tokyo and the world. And it made me feel less alone somehow. I would have thought, in this world of online connections, that I'd be more comforted by a train track.
Yeah, no, I get it. A train track represents a physical connection. The old-fashioned kind of connection that we rarely get anymore because we're all so plugged in. Plus, I love all the stations and how much history they have. I just wish the trains would run later and more frequently.
Do you take trains very often?
I took one to the city for a Sculptors Guild meeting once, had a bit of a problem. I was rushing to catch the train home and I tripped and my shoes flew off. But it was the last train, so I jumped on barefoot and left the shoes behind.
Like Cinderella.
Yeah, I guess. Cinderella had hairy legs.
Yoshino, I'm home.
Good, you're back. Hey, do you want some of this? It's just pizza toast with some fried veggies.
Are you deliberately trying to make me fat or what?
Monty's in the bath right now, but you can go next if you want to.
Sure, thanks.
to officially resume our WCD tourism plan meetings.
Where's Sanae?
Oh, Sanae still isn't feeling quite like her usual self, so she'll be out for a little while longer. Anywho, I think it'd be cool for us all to share what we learned from our self-directed Monoyama wood carving studies.
I'll go.
Great!
Well, I already knew that Monoyama wood carving flourished due to so many bushi gathering in Monzenmachi. So I decided to go further and research why they started carving ranma.
No way, I looked into that too.
The Buddhist statue shop sign Ranma thing?
Right. They started with Buddhist statues, then they began creating shop signs, and when demand for those died down, they moved on to ranma. They shifted with the trends, and they were able to survive as a result.
Interesting. So maybe it's just that traditional Japanese houses are less popular than before. Which means that a new era might be about to begin.
What it comes down to is that we need to try to anticipate what the next era is going to bring, right? But while we're sitting here thinking about it, the number of people considering becoming a professional wood carver is dropping fast.
Yes, but I think I've come up with a great idea. We should make a massive wood-carved building. We can remodel the Chupacabra Palace and use a bunch of wood carving to turn it into an amazing palace.
All that studying led you to this solution?
Yep, it did. We'll be just like Skytree and Ushku Daibutsu and Ibaraki and the Eiffel Tower. If you build it, they will come. Am I right?
I wonder if it's really that easy.
No, it won't be easy at all. That's why we'll have to really take our time and do it the right way, completing it piece by piece. I'm talking about doing it old school, spending hundreds of years on a legacy landmark. Like the Sagrada Familia. It's called Sakura Familia. If we can get some news coverage, people from all over the world will be eager to come contribute carvings. Monoyama wood carving techniques will be passed down. Our tourism will boom and we'll create new jobs. It kills 3 birds with 1 stone.
Where do you suggest we get the money?
Well, I mean, we could charge for admission and sell some souvenirs, right?
If it was easy to draw tourists, we wouldn't have this problem. Anyhow, the reason the Sakurada Familia is a success is because it was designed by the great architect, Vivaldi.
Except it's Sakurada, not Sakurada. And it was Gaudi, not Vivaldi, so...
Well, why don't we get someone famous to help us out, too?
Fine then, you'll find us a bargain rate Vivaldi.
No worries, right?
But that's not all. On top of the tree pruner, if you act now, you'll also get a handheld saw, plus pruning shears for...
I have to stop. This is where I was before. I have to at least handle my own business. Coming!
Is it a bad time?
Thank you for waiting.
Sorry to drop in on you like that, but I was just kind of anxious to show you what I've been working on. Be honest, what do you think?
They're really unique, aren't they?
Yeah, I hope so. I was inspired to make them after we talked about Cinderella back at the train station. Truth be told, I don't know all that much about women's shoes, though. So I was hoping maybe you could help produce them?
Don't you think it might upset Kazushi?
I don't care if it does. The ranma that Kazushi is working on right now was originally a job our master took on before he died a year back. Kazushi picked up where he left off and he's been trying to complete it, but that wake the other night. It was for the customer who ordered it, so now the order is canceled. But even so, Kazushi keeps carving away. He says he has to finish it.
That sounds about right.
He's just being stubborn. Wood carving is our profession. If you're not getting paid, there's no point.
I guess this is all easier said than done, huh?
Come on, no worries, Yoshi.
Though what Mr. Kadata said was fair, actually. Nobody's gonna invest in this as is. The quality of the product doesn't matter if the creator is unknown. What matters is whether or not they're famous. Content's an afterthought. That's how the world works.
Look, it's Sandal.
Huh?
Why don't we ask Sandal for help?
Now that you mention it, he might be great to talk to. He's really well known in this town.
But only as a super freak.
Have you seen the paintings on the walls at Angelica's? Most people don't know who he is, but he's a star in some circles, a vagabond artist. His real name is Alexandre Sanadevis Celebitace.
What kind of name's that?
Why do you think he lives in Monoyama?
I don't know, but we have to talk to him. He could end up being a really important artist someday.
I hope Yoshi will be okay.
I'm more curious about what Sandal did to get in trouble with the police.
Because he's really a world-famous spy wanted for questioning.
In a tumultuous fight over classified documents in the kingdom of Chupacabra.
Hey, keep quiet about that.
I'm gonna go get Sanae.
I think she might be out. She wasn't in her room earlier.
I don't get it. It feels like she might really be done working with us.
Well, I don't know about that, but why don't we just let her be for now? I know I've felt that way before.
I'm back! I got Sandal to do a drawing for us.
Oh, so he was released?
He He wasn't arrested. Turns out he was just hitchhiking.
He seriously hitched with the cops?
Yeah, then he wanted to stay and have a cup of tea at the station. So he sketched it out while we sipped on some.
Hurry up and show us.
Are you ready for this? Ta-da!
Wow. People might actually show up for that.
Right? It's gonna work for sure. These are the members of the Chamber of Commerce. Let's start by looking for some sponsors who live here. Richan, you'll be in charge of direct mail.
All right.
I worked part-time as a telemarketer.
Perfect. In that case, you should handle the phones. Shiori and I can split up the duty of making cold calls to people's houses. Good luck, all. Let's go, team! Go!
Oh, hey, Queen. Where are you off to today?
I'm gonna make some cold calls.
Wow, you're really embracing this. You're not the same girl who tried to run away.
Man, I did, didn't I?
Had you really forgotten? Well, I suppose being a hot mess is kind of part of your charm, though.
A what? Like you're one to talk, Mr. Former Prince, now bus driver.
Okay, well, that came out wrong, because I meant it as a compliment. Yep, if I were to be completely honest with you, this former prince could learn from the Queen.
I'm back.
Hey, let me get you some tea.
Thanks, that'd be great. Oh, so tired.
You've been working your butt off.
Takamizawa said the same thing this morning. Thanks so much. Where'd those come from? They're cute!
Tatsuo actually made them.
Did he really? Yeah, I guess that is wood carving. How cool that some people use wood to carve shoes and others use it to carve ranma. I think I get it now.
Huh?
The thing you said before about being easily replaced. I know what you were trying to say now. You think that plenty of people could take your place here. You know, you're absolutely right. I mean, for instance, my job as queen was supposed to be filled by that actress Yoshino Tsubaki. Remember all of that?
So you're saying even the queen can be replaced?
Right. I don't think there's a job out there that somebody else can't do.
Well, that's depressing. Thank you for that.
No, it's not, though. I'm sure the things I do as queen are totally different from what Yoshino Tsubaki would have done if she'd been here in my place. But even if every job can be done by someone else, some results can only be achieved by certain people because we're all unique. I'm sure it was the same with your job in Tokyo. Maybe it seemed the same no matter who did it. But if you looked closer, I'm sure you'd find that there was at least some small part of you hidden in that work.
Who can say, really? Over that whole time, though, no one praised me for a job well done, not once.
That's okay. Some people will notice our hard work, and some people never will. Some people might love what we've done, and some might reject it because they're coming at it differently. All of that is good, because our differences make us stronger. And when we come together, then we can create something new. I'm not saying it right, but I think we're all here because our quirks complement each other, and I believe we can accomplish great things.
Thanks, Yoshi.
Oh, it's the owner of the company I just talked to. Hi, you've reached the queen. Oh, no problem at all. Yes, that'll work fine. Thanks so much. Yes. Sane.
This is an impressive proposal and an ambitiously absurd concept. I see Yoshino's work here, but I think it might be really tough to actually get it done. That's why your Minister of IT has come up with a couple of practical plans to try to push it through. See? First, there's the money problem. We'll continue our current methods of searching for sponsors, plus add crowdfunding.
I've never heard of crowdfunding.
It's the latest way to raise funds for certain projects, and it seems pretty popular and effective.
Right. You use the internet to gather supporters and invite them to contribute. It's being utilized all over the world. We also need to consider where to build it. I know the current plan is to build where the palace is, but I'd like to propose another spot. I think we should use the train station.
Really? Why is that?
The station's a door to a city. It's also already a landmark for the people of Manoyama. They greet and say goodbye, and stories are born there. We can add color to those stories with wood carvings. And check it out. You see? He's drawn the station.
Doesn't it seem a little crazy to suddenly rebuild the station?
True. That's why, to start off, we're going to cover the waiting room with ranma, and it's going to be just like the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. And I know exactly which piece we should put up first. You were absolutely right. You had me pegged. I ran away from Tokyo without thinking about what it all meant. But the place I ran to, this town, gave me the chance to find that meaning within myself.
Did you come over here just to tell me that?
No, but we came here to discuss something with you. Isn't it true that the person who ordered that ranma canceled the order?
What are you trying to say?
We actually have a proposal. A way to ensure that wood carving remains here for centuries without compromising your ideals.
And a way for Manoyama wood carving to become known throughout the whole world.
It'll also affect the future carving pupils here.
You're carving from a Zelkova tree, right? Judging by the Ranma's size, I guess the tree was 150 to 200 years old.
We're asking. Please help us keep pursuing the meaning that we found here.
This is it. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, well, I guess we're all done.
Nope, this is just the beginning.
We'll spend the next 100 years working on it. But this is the first step.
Speaking of steps, I'm looking forward to working with you on my wooden shoes.
Leave it to me. I've been giving it a whole lot of thought lately. And I wonder where else we can take this idea. The key is to...
They've got my name in there.
Will you actually appear in the movie?
They didn't have enough actors. What can you do?
So you used your position to force your way in, huh? If that's the case, maybe you could score a role with lines, Little Miss Odin. Little Miss what now? I don't act anymore.
The lead is Taiga Hayama, and the heroine is Moe Sawano. I've never heard of her before, but I've seen Taiga Hayama in lots of dramas and commercials. This will be my first time to meet a real actor.
Oh, yeah, Chief Handywoman.
Yo, Maki.
Heard they're short on stage hands. You could do that, right?
Huh?
They're saying people with past production experience would be real handy.
Well, you can forget it.
What?
What was that?
You must be Miss Shinomiya. Thanks for setting up housing for us.
My pleasure.
My name's Fujiwara. I'm the third assistant director. The director got tied up with something, so he'll be here a little later on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have a card to give to you. I'm Yoshino Koharu, Queen of the Kingdom of Chupacabra. It's great to meet you.
Ah, one of those tourism ambassadors, huh?
Basically, yeah.
Cool, we've got a queen on our side. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Good.
You should be in that movie, Odin Detective.
No, I shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'll go try to grab a role.
Well, that'd make it a whole different genre for sure. Hey, where are the two of you going?
Taiko practice. Know me now.
So why not take a role as an extra instead? Your big film debut.
I don't work for free.
Okay.
Hey, Kosuke!
Oh, hey there. Practice, huh? I'm right behind you. Be there in a bit. Practice hard.
Yeah. I'll try to do that.
Ah. Average luck? Really?
Can I get a melon Olay, please?
So, what exactly do you need us to do for you?
Let's see here. To start, we'll need to negotiate for the location, talk to the residents, apply for a road use permit with the police, secure some extras, set up catering.
The assistant director's in charge of all that stuff?
Yeah, and I'm only third in line behind the chief and first assistant. Plus, we have to share the workload because we have a super small budget.
Wow, that must be pretty rough.
Kinda. There are definitely things I won't be able to get to, so we're really going to need as much help as you can give us.
No worries, friend. Between all of us, we can handle it. Thanks, I hope so.
How long are you planning on staying over there?
Dunno, it's pretty comfortable.
Don't be so stubborn. Just come home.
I'm sure he's still pissed off.
You mean Dad? What, about you dropping out of college?
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to go in the first place. I wanted to go to art school.
Yeah, he did have predictably strong feelings about that.
You think?
Probably just a little hurt that you didn't consult with him before you quit. Old man's got a lot of pride, you know.
Wait, whose side are you on anyway?
Come on, apologize and get it over with.
What am I supposed to apologize for? I'm not going to pretend I was the wrong one.
Damn it, Maki.
And what about you, brother of mine? This is your last year. Are you planning on leaving town when I go back?
Hey, don't worry about me. I like this town a lot. You know how I do. Drumming my way through it all.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
What I'm thinking is they could come down this way on the bikes, like so.
It'd be a better composition if we could shoot from the other side, though.
What do you think? Where would we set up the base camp?
Sane, check it out! Stop that! How old are you? Yoshi, let's go. We should get to work now anyway. Hi! What you doing there, little buddy?
It's pretty empty, but it's got a great atmosphere.
These streets have been here since the Edo period.
Even a watermill. What a score.
Yes, this particular mill is being powered to grind buckwheat. Oh yeah, I got the shot!
What, you're a director now?
I gotta tell ya, I never noticed how beautiful Momoyama really is. I'm glad to hear you say that.
The cool thing is that you've got a bunch of great filming locations all packed into a small area. It makes life so much easier for everyone working on the shoot, you know?
I'm happy to hear that, but I feel like I should apologize for this weird stuff.
No. This is perfect for what we need.
What kind of movie is this?
Hey, Fujiwara, brace yourself. Our dear director is messing around with the plotline again. What? Not again.
Why have you all come barging in here? There's no window shopping allowed.
I know this is kind of a sudden request, but is there any possibility you'd consider letting us film here?
The director's looking to shoot in a shop that has a real historic feel.
This is the only place we could think of that fit the bill. No other shop like it in town.
Is that so?
Also, the head of the tourism board already gave us permission to shoot wherever we like.
The person who told you that is obviously an imbecile. I'm the head of the board of merchants. Show a little respect. It's not like I'll benefit from helping you out. You'll only get in the way of our business. Go on, get out of here.
Please, ma'am.
Come back yesterday. Head of the tourism board. I'm not going to let that old ass have his way.
Omanju.
Huh?
They're going to have Omanju in the movie. If you say no, they'll have to use Chupacabra manju.
Are you serious? Then the worst of Monoyama would be on full display. Hey! Come back here!
I'm not really sure how, but that worked out well.
Yeah, man, that was kind of close. And it's been just like that for days now. One thing after another.
He drove all night from Tokyo and worked all day without any breaks.
Wow, the film industry sounds really tough, huh?
Has it ever gotten to the point where you've wanted to quit?
Oh, sure, I've wanted to quit plenty of times. But nah, no shoot lasts forever, you know? And really, when it comes down to it, I love this job. I'd never quit.
So this is the house, huh? It's impressive.
I'd say it was built about 60 years ago.
The owners haven't been living here for a long time. They said they aren't coming back and that we can use the house all we want.
The director's finally here. It's good to see you, sir. These are the nice folks from the tourism board.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, the pleasure's mine. So, is this the one then? It's very tidy, don't you think?
Yes, sir. When we found out it would be used for the shoot, we had some people volunteer and they cleaned it right up. All the sliding doors have been replaced. The drawers, too. It might be old, but if you put in a little work, anything...
It's all wrong. It needs to be beaten up. Why the hell would anybody do something like this? It's no good. We can't use it.
But, sir, consider. There's not a whole lot here.
Hey, there we go. That one would be great. It's beautifully worn down, and it'll look gorgeous as it burns to the ground. It's settled. We'll use that one.
Burns to the ground?
Yeah, on the final day of the shoot, we'll have to torch the house for the climax.
You'll burn it down for real?
I don't remember seeing that scene in the script.
No, you can't use that house!
Why?
Well, because it's really haunted.
Yes, that's perfect.
Then it's ideal for our haunted house story.
Haunted house story?
Well, that seals the deal. Get it handled by the last day of the shoot. And if you can't, you're gone, all right? Next location.
Okay, I guess that's the plan.
Queen, what do you think? Will it work?
Hey, Shiori, do you know who owns the house and where they are? We need to ask their permission.
I'll take care of everything. You've got a million other things to be worried about right now anyway.
Thanks, I'll leave it to you.
Sorry about this, Kosuke.
No problem, it's from Mom.
Thank you. A lot, really.
I'm off then. Gotta get back before Dad finds out.
Say hi to Mom for me.
Yep.
Oh, this day really took it all out of me. You know, our Minister of Odin could get off her butt and help out a little.
Hey, be nice, Sanae.
No, she's just pouting because Mr. Karuta said she should be a stagehand. Ignore her.
Maki?
Hey, welcome home. I just got a care package from my brother. Want to share? Sorry, I'm a minister too, so I know I should be working on this just as hard as everyone else is.
I know it must have sucked for him to tell you to be a stagehand when you're an actor. I totally get that.
That's not really the problem, though.
Don't worry. I'll cover for you as long as you need to stay away. The assistant director said something earlier today. His job's killing him, but he sticks with it because he loves it so much. I realized I've never had anything in my life that I was that passionate about. I kind of envy him, you know?
Yeah, except loving it is what makes it so hard.
Well, yes, we were related, but only distant relatives. The place ended up in our name because there was nobody else to leave it to. You can go right ahead and tear it down or burn it up or do whatever you want. It'd actually be helpful.
All right, thank you so much.
My pleasure, dear.
Well, that sure didn't take long.
Okay, everyone, please calm down. I can understand why you're angry. Feels a little stiff. Who wrote this stuff anyway? Okay, everyone, all right. Getting mad will only make you hungry. Here, why don't you have one of these manju? Okay?
Yes, I'm calling about the 10 extras we requested. Right, we'll need them here all afternoon on Tuesday. Great, I'll look forward to seeing them then.
So the shoot starts tomorrow? Of course, the boss is ecstatic. Don't remind me, you know that was originally supposed to be my role? Pretty messed up, huh? Look at him, he's seriously like a little kid.
Hey, you're back. Did everything with the house go okay?
Oh, right. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in touch with the owners like we'd hoped.
What? If we don't get it by the last day, it'll be a disaster. Oh, what do we do now?
Just calm yourself down, Queen. There are plenty of empty houses.
Well, we can't destroy them without permission.
Well, they're all on private property, so having them demolished can be pretty expensive.
That's why they're abandoned. Even turning it into an empty lot raises the taxes. A vicious cycle.
That's why we've got to take this opportunity to reduce their numbers, these haunted houses.
Good. Why don't we start with your house?
Oh, you're so funny. What a guy. You idiot. I'm talking about getting the production company to cover part of the demolition bill. That way it ends up a good deal for the owners, too.
Is that true? Okay, I'll look for another empty house then. Hopefully one that burns well.
If you don't find one, use Mr. Kadata's, okay?
Or even if you do find one.
Or even if you do, shut up!
That's it. Keep it up.
Yes, love it. We're adding a scene with Taiko drowning. What? The plot is a living, breathing thing, Fujiwara.
Have the extras hold tight for that.
Shouldn't you guys be at work?
Yeah, shouldn't you?
I am working. I'm providing security for the shoot.
Not me. I'm just a nerd. The lead girl, Moe, is such a doll.
I had no idea this many people even lived here.
Welcome. Today we begin principal photography on The Forever Forest. And now it's my honor to introduce you to the cast. In the lead role of Takashi, we have Taiga Hayama.
Hey, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
And playing the heroine Naoko, it's Moe Sawano.
Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here.
What is all this crappy makeup? I just look like I'm dead or something.
Well, more precisely, the undead. Okay, if I could get your attention over here. When I give the signal, rush to the window and don't forget to groan.
What do you mean, groan? I'm supposed to have a real line.
Nope. All you need to do is groan.
What the hell is my part here, kid?
He won't die in real life, but now he's a zombie. This is poetry.
And action!
Takashi, you can't go outside. You have to survive this. You have to.
I want you to wait here for me. If I don't get the medicine, we can't save the city.
No, please don't leave me behind.
I was thinking, if I make it back from this, let's get married.
Nice, and cut! All right, let's review it. You know, that old man is actually not too bad.
Hi there. Can I help you?
A super high sensitive SLR with a 5-axis brushless gimbal.
Mr. Sonada, about the house you were looking at the other day. We couldn't get in touch with the owners, but we're looking for another house now. Out of the 13 houses we found, we've been able to reach the owners of 6 of them.
No, that won't do. The location, the atmosphere, it's gotta be that one. I can already see the shot in my head, so you'll just have to work it out.
But I'll see what I can do.
Okay, we're heading to Sakura Pond.
I can yell all he wants, we still won't get it.
Okay. Yeah, if she can't, she can't. We'll figure something out here. Bye. I can't believe she's backing out after all the fuss they made to put her in it.
Hey, what happened?
Sudden cancellation. An actress set to join the shoot today.
What?
She wore heels while hiking up Mount Takao and broke her leg. Why the hell would she do that the day before the shoot?
Wow, so what are you gonna do?
Luckily, it's a small role with just a couple of lines. But the problem is the scene really won't work without it. I am so screwed.
Hey, Queen.
Oh, Ririko.
I just saw Maki and...
Maki!
A stand-in?
Yep. I told him you were the only one in town who could do it. And it's a really good role, too. She has lines and everything. Good luck.
What the hell do you mean, good luck? I never asked for your help.
What the heck?
What, are you playing a zombie today, too?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I don't know. I guess that means I must have said something I shouldn't have.
No, you didn't. This is not your fault. She's such a total hypocrite, preaching about not running away.
Where are you going?
I'm going to set her straight. She's not even helping out anymore. It's time to grow up.
Maki? Oh my gosh, it really is you, Maki!
Hey, Moe.
So what are you doing here? Oh, please tell me you're working on this movie too, because that means we get to work together!
Oh, no, this is just my hometown, so I happen to be staying at home for a while.
Oh, that's cool. I snuck off to take a little walk on my own to try and get a feel for the place. It really is a lovely area.
Seems you've been doing well lately. I keep seeing you in movies and dramas.
Well, I'm still an unknown, though. So when are you coming back to Tokyo? Oh, we should go have lunch or something!
The thing is, I left the agency.
But you haven't given up on being an actor, have you?
I don't know. I don't know much of anything right now.
I can't pretend to know what happened. But I really do hope you decide to stick with it. I've always loved your acting. I truly mean that.
What are you doing here? You can't wander off like that on your own without telling me, Moe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll see you around, Maki. Bye. Sorry, I hope you weren't too worried.
Just give me a heads up next time.
I will.
So she joined the same agency after you?
Yeah, she did.
And now she's gotten ahead of you. Tell me something. Have you ever eaten a cicada? What? Well, she did, on TV. You've seen it on game shows, right? How they make people eat weird stuff.
Down the hatch, little bug! The way I see it, it's not something you get to experience every day, you know? And if doing the show can get me more opportunities as an actor, I'm basically willing to do anything.
Sure enough, people talked about it, and that was how she ended up getting her big break. But you were invested. You took all those part-time jobs to study for roles, didn't you? But I wouldn't eat the damn cicada. I guess that just goes to show you I wasn't as committed to being an actor as I should have been. I think I only wanted to perform because I was praised for it as a kid. But I'm through with it. The whole world. Are you serious? I'm grown up and I'm broke. If I got my...
God! Why? Why do you...
All right, Sean, I feel so bad for her. His name's Takashi. But don't worry, try to be calm. Takashi, 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 Takashi.
All right. I'll do it. Let them know. No, I can't.
What is wrong with you?
If I take over now, Reed-chan will always be afraid of performing in front of people.
Yeah, I got you. That'll work. Let's go. Okay, quiet on set.
And... action!
Actually, Takashi asked me to hold on to this for him before he left.
Is that...
He said that if something were to happen to him, I should give it to you.
Oh, Takashi.
Cut! Finally!
Wow, what'd you say to her over there?
Got it.
Nothing much.
Hey, you okay? You did a great job.
I don't know, but thank you.
And another successful day down in the books.
Hey, look! Congratulations, boss man. You're a star. You're gonna win a Razzie.
Will you shut up?
What? We can't do that. It's way too sudden.
I'm really sorry it's so tight, but I know you can do it. Yeah, I'm coming. So, Queen, can I count on you?
I promise to try. I can ask around.
What's going on? Is the director throwing another tantrum?
It's worse. It's supposed to rain today, so they've decided to film the indoor scenes a day ahead of schedule.
They want to do tomorrow's indoor scenes?
Sure do. Mini zombies.
What? Oh, that's right. Tomorrow the zombies are all played by children.
There are 20 mini zombies in all. We've only just gotten them booked.
We can't very well expect them to come today when we just finished booking them for tomorrow. We've got to figure out something, right? Hey, how old should these mini zombies be?
Early elementary school or so.
It's possible I may have a solution.
For real?
Great, so I guess we'll leave it to you. On it. Kiriko and I will be ready with a backup plan.
Sure thing.
I'll come with you.
Shouldn't you focus on the house?
Crap, you're so right.
I mean, you've only got 3 days left.
But what can I do? Shorty says she still can't find the owners.
You'll figure it out. Just keep at it.
Okay, thanks for the push. I still doubt I'll get through, though. Oh, hi. Is this Miss Yasuda? I'm Yoshino Koharu, and I'm with the Manoyama Tourism Board.
What? Me? Why?
Why do you think, weirdo? You work with kids. The Dondoko Taiko Club.
All right, fine. I'll try, but I make no promises for more than a few.
We'll take what we can get. I'm counting on you.
You owe me a popsicle.
So that's done and done. I'm fine, thanks.
And so the little girl said to the wolf, "Why, grandmother, what big teeth and what a big mouth you have there." And then the wolf carefully replied, "Well, my dear, sometimes I like to unhinge my jaw for fun."
That's not how it goes.
Ah. Well, little she is growing up.
You're big.
And next year you'll be even bigger.
Hey, Yoshi.
Just tell me, why did you lie, Shiori? I called and talked to the owners. They were confused because they said they already gave us permission a while ago. You met with them in person, didn't you?
I'll try and explain. I spent a lot of time in this house growing up. There was a sweet old woman who lived here. She passed away a while back, but this place still holds a lot of special childhood memories for me. When they said they wanted to burn it down for the movie, it really hit me hard. A house isn't merely a pile of wood. It's full of the lives and memories of the people who lived there.
But what about the movie? They brought their entire shoot here under the condition that they'd be able to use a house. Think how much the movie will do for the town.
Yeah, I know that, but
When I started trying to find a replacement house, you didn't seem to have a problem with that. So you don't care about the memories people have of those other houses? You don't mind burning houses that have nothing to do with you.
I never said that.
Look, I understand how you feel, but you can't live in the past. You have to look forward.
You don't know? How could someone who obeyed in their hometown understand?
Hey, eating alone today? I know you're working hard. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'm trying my best to do that.
Uh-oh.
Look how many little zombies. You're the best.
It wasn't me. Dad used the school's old emergency contact phone tree. You better thank him.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't ask for his help. I'm taking a walk. I don't want to run into him. I had no idea the Odin minister's dad was the vice principal here. Wonder what he's like.
He's here now.
Huh? Where is he?
Over there.
Whoa. He looks super intense.
So stupid! I'm a very scary...
Huh?
You're just a crappy zombie that gets killed! No way, that's you!
Hey guys, we're about to get started, so let's quiet down now, okay?
Shut up, forehead, big butt! 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 Hey guys, are we ready to have fun today? Yeah!
They're mini monsters. This takes me back. Hey.
I'm bad with kids.
Oh, really?
This book is still here, though.
Guess you went to this school too, huh?
Yes, I started when you were in 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
So, thanks for helping me the other day.
That? Sure. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
But
Acting is living in an imaginary situation. Don't think about the performance. Just be present in that moment in time. It really can be as simple as that. Cool?
Yeah.
So, how was it? Did you end up enjoying it at all? Hey, they're still doing the same show. That's crazy.
You mean Snow White?
Yep, we did it too. I lost at rock, paper, scissors and didn't get to play Snow White. There were so many students back in the day. Oh, there I am. Look at that, I played a tree. A tree.
I remember one year there was a girl with a huge smile that was the most graceful tree I ever saw. Bet it was you.
In truth, it probably was.
So you've liked acting since you were a little kid?
Yeah, I guess. Hey, here's a tip. You've got to do more than like it or you won't get far, kid. Trust me.
Please wake up, Takashi! You have to wake up! I love you and I know you love me too! You have to remember what we said! Stop!
Cut! That'll work.
Still not really following the plot here.
Basically, the house is a special place that links our reality to an alternate one.
So they're going to burn the whole house down to block off the entrance? Yeah, I don't get it at all.
I was really feeling that scene. You nailed it, Moe.
Oh, thanks so much! It was important to me to show her struggling with her love, you know?
I'm sorry about before. I think I kind of lost it. What I said was really mean.
No worries. I should apologize too. You're just trying to do your job. I made it harder for you.
It's okay. You sure you're fine about the house?
It doesn't really matter when it comes down to it. It was never my decision to make. But it did occur to me that she might have actually liked this. Having the house preserved in this movie rather than it just being forgotten. I mean, I hope so.
Okay, let's take 5, everyone. Once the sun goes down, we'll start shooting the final scene. Everybody be ready.
Running this in the good art, waving arms to the wind blown. Petals. Certainty you feel in my heart. If any rap was in summer, I know this is the start. So Romeo, oh Romeo, wherefore art thou? Wherefore art thou, Romeo? That I stood so many times. You hear me, pierce me, so I could march and believe, never let go. The fire in my soul.
If it's the Sun card, you'll continue to pursue acting. But if you choose the Reaper card, you'll give it up completely, so make sure you choose carefully.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, hey, Kosuke. That's right, I owe you a melon popsicle.
Nah,
You
it's
want
fine. For you. It's from Dad.
it? What is it?
He said you'll know it when you see it.
Want to watch it? Is this Snow White?
Sure is. Dad was in charge of filming school events back then. You're really graceful.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Apparently, the principal was pretty pissed off. He chewed Dad out because he didn't film any of the other kids at all.
Huh? I see. Who would have thought? Seems to me you found your very first fan.
You guys have fed us really well this week. Thanks so much.
What? Fukuragi is Yellowtail?
Shady ones.
We've got plenty of food here. Don't be afraid to get seconds.
What? Are you serious? Come on, they're in love. Takashi is stuck inside a burning house. You don't think it's weird that she just sit outside and scream instead of going in after him? She should fling herself inside. Dive in!
Oh, yeah, I totally get it. But at this point, it's hard to change it.
It doesn't matter how difficult it is. The plot is a living thing. It's a living thing.
You've got to be kidding.
Agreed. I want to shoot it that way.
Well, now, at a girl. That's the spirit.
Moe, you really shouldn't make these decisions on your own.
But don't you think it's only natural for her to want to be with the one she loves until the very end?
I can't let you do something this dangerous. I'm sorry. The company's made a big investment in you, and there's nobody else to take your place.
But I really want to do it.
I can take Moe's place.
Maki? What's she doing? Maki, no.
I know I'm a bit taller, but if we shoot from behind, you can't tell.
Wait, who are you?
It's dangerous,
Stand-in?
though, really.
Please let me do this, okay? It's not every day an opportunity comes along.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to it.
Maki, are you sure this is okay? What if something were to happen?
I love it. This is the thing I love to do most. I can't ignore it anymore. Everyone, I'm excited to work with you.
Okay, if you're done with dinner, we could use help digging.
For real. Okay, the director says he wants us to move 2 meters to the right.
Got it. Okay, so you're going to run over this way and then jump into that hole right there. There is a fire truck standing by, so if things get really dangerous, we'll stop shooting.
Cool. I'm ready when you are.
Number 1 is go.
2 is go.
3 is go. The average is about 0.5.
Everyone stand by.
Lights off!
Just one shot. So let's get this one right.
We're rolling.
Stand by. Action!
Takashi, no!
And cut! Okay!
Maki, you were absolutely perfect! You play me better than I play myself.
Thanks, it really had been a while. It felt good.
Moe, they've got a bouquet for you.
Kay! I hope we get to work together again sometime soon. I'll see you around. Maki! You okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
Nope.
Oh, I'm just so relieved you're back safe and sound.
You really are a genuinely kind soul, aren't you?
I don't know.
Thanks, Yoshi, so much.
Huh? I didn't do anything, though.
Wow, it all happened so quickly.
That was quite a show.
Okay, everyone, that's scene 112. So on behalf of Sonoda's entire crew, that's a wrap. Thanks so much for all your hard work. Miss Shinomiya, you've been such an incredible help. If we hadn't had everyone's wonderful support, this shoot would have been a disaster. Thank you.
Not at all.
It's rare that people on location go this far to help us. I'm starting on another shoot soon, and I'll be sure to tell everyone about this place.
Oh, really? I appreciate that.
You know, I've been kind of wondering if the Queen might have had some kind of attachment to that house.
Sorry?
Oh, you didn't hear? About this. It's the woman that used to live here. The Queen asked us to be sure to give her a special mention and thanks in the end credits.
What?
She said we should value the memory of the person that lived here. That a house is more than just a pile of wood.
Come visit again, okay?
stuff, but thanks to everyone's sheer brilliance, we did it! And this beer's good!
It's weird. Everyone left so quickly. They hardly said anything.
I thought we'd at least have a little rat party. I guess it really was low budget, huh?
But what matters is that now we're building up a really good reputation, and that might help us bring the town back to life!
Welcome to Zombie Town.
Maki, what you did was really cool.
Wow, thanks, Lenny. Although I did have some great people supporting me and stuff.
It's nice to be home, isn't it?
Yeah, it was good to run into the younger me.
You're always welcome here. That's just the kind of town Monoyama is.
What kind exactly?
I wish more people would run away to see ya.
You're here.
I'm going to run away too.
Thank you. I'm the big sis, Sayuri. That's so cool. So you're actually a nurse then, Sayuri? You know the big general hospital the next town over? She's in pediatrics.
Wow, that must keep you pretty busy.
Yeah, my schedule's always changing, and it's pretty crazy. But I love working with children.
Come on, you need to eat up. We've got to get some color back into those cheeks.
Thanks, there never was any.
Your family's food is so yummy, Shiori.
You got a brother I couldn't marry?
I know, right?
I don't really get it. I mean, these are just regular somen noodles.
It's unique, though. You put menma on it.
Huh? Who doesn't put menma on somen? Don't laugh, she says silly things like that sometimes.
Attack of the Airheaded Sisters.
Hey, I'm not an airhead.
My Amza, Queen, may I speak?
What is it, dear Minister of IT?
Just a thought. Why don't we have Shiori be the leader of the C-Rank Gourmet Project?
Seconded.
No way, I can't do that. I can't be the leader of anything. Wait, what is C-Rank Gourmet? We're creating an exclusive signature dish for the kingdom of Chupacabra. We're hoping people will travel to Monoyama just to eat it. That's a fun project.
We had something like that in the town about 10 years back, didn't we?
The, Monoyama burger.
That's it.
Oh, you mean that weird hamburger with a pickled cobra on it, right?
It was a flop and a half, of course. Who came up with that idea, anyway?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know who. We knew exactly who.
Yes, this is just what I ordered. You did a great job.
Thanks, I'm glad you're pleased, sir. Chupacabra Manju Deluxe?
Yeah, I decided I would update our manju for the Queen's new C-Rank Gourmet project.
I can't believe you went and did something like that again. The Board of Merchants isn't gonna like it.
Well, they can't get mad if it increases tourism. Plus, I got it done on the cheap.
First, Chef Kozuki. Indeed. What is that, Chef?
I call it a cup of flying noodles. The plating portrays a delightful encounter between ramen and chicken wings.
So it's supermarket chicken wings and a cup of instant ramen. Please step down, Chef.
Fair.
And next, Chef Oribe. Explain your dish.
It's a garden caterpillar pastry.
We should avoid making bug-themed food if we can. Plus, it looks like it has cream coming out of its butt.
That's what I like about it.
Please step down. Next, Chef Midorikawa.
I kind of went for quantity over quality. It's the Mega Tempura Sandwich.
That's something a student might come up with. It's two thrown together.
Hold on. You're one to talk, Miss Queen. What the hell is that?
Croquette peanut butter curry yakisoba. Harbakuri yakisoba for short. It's really good.
It's a big brown pile.
I guess we can't just throw things together, huh?
That's true. More importantly, none of your dishes have anything to do with Monoyama. And where's the dish you made, Chef Shinomiya? Chicken with ankake sauce and kappa.
Boring.
Really? But I don't think so.
Okay, but seriously, this stuff is pretty good.
Look, the C in C-Rank Gourmet stands for champion. It's got to have real impact if it's going to be Monoyama's special dish. Well, why don't we bring some of the local restaurants in on the project? I think we're all a little too biased to be working on it alone.
That's a good idea.
I still think you should head this up, Shiori.
Yeah, if we leave it up to the Queen, we'll probably end up with food poisoning.
I'm right here. I prefer staying out of the spotlight and supporting other people. I have no desire to be out front taking the lead.
Neither do I.
Scary, right? The thought of taking on the entire responsibility of everything fails is so overwhelming.
Thanks for your faith in the project.
So you're finally back home.
It's been a while since the whole family went out to eat together.
Isn't this place expensive? Don't worry about it. I just got my summer bonus. I want everyone to order whatever they want.
It's pretty surreal to hear those words coming out of my firstborn's mouth.
Well, it isn't exactly the Last Supper, but I wanted to go somewhere with everyone before I moved out.
Come on, honey. The girls have to grow up sometime.
I bet work would be kind of tough if you didn't live close to the hospital. Hey now, don't you start saying you're going to miss me or I'm going to lose it. Of course I will, but for now let's just enjoy a delicious meal together.
Which one of these is snails?
If you want snails, there are plenty outside, and they're free.
I don't know. Can you make the date jump out a bit more? So it stands out as you go past.
Yeah, no problem.
Burning the midnight oil, are we?
Yeah, there's a lot riding on this plan, but I know we can pull it off. We'll attract tons of tourists and make the merchants happy.
What a long day.
Welcome home, Grandma.
Well, this is a rare sight. Are you actually making us some dinner? That's very kind of you, Ririko.
You're back late.
I'm getting ready for the annual summer festival. It's usually very profitable for the Board of Merchants. We've got to get our product out there, too. Let me try a little. How about we order some takeout?
Mm-hmm.
How are things on the dating front, Shiori? Aren't there any nice guys at work?
Are you kidding? No way! I like the idea of marrying a civil servant, though. And he could also help us out in the fields on his days off.
Not to mention, he's stylish and good looking, right?
Well, if he was, I certainly wouldn't complain.
Good thing you haven't set your standards too high.
Oh, sure, there are tons of guys like that around.
You're a good girl, Shiori.
Here you are, roast boar with balsamic sauce and miyoga ginger.
Delicious. And the meat is so tender.
That glass shrimp and chilled cabra potage was incredibly tasty, too.
This would be great for the C-rank gourmet. Cool idea. I imagine this place uses lots of local ingredients, right?
Yes, in this dish, both the boar and the ginger are locally sourced.
Oh my gosh, it could really work.
My apologies! This asparagus was supposed to go along with that dish. Pardon me, I'm the chef, Kumino.
So you're the one running this place. Not bad for a young kid.
Oh, yes, it's my place now. Thank you very much.
Hey, long time no see, Kumino.
Hey, Sayuri!
You guys friends? We were classmates in high school. You went off to train in France right after we graduated, yeah?
Well, that's right. This used to be a noodle shop, didn't it?
Yes, this is my family's home. My father's unfortunately not in good health, so he let me come and take over here.
I had no idea you were back home now. I'm a little late on this. But congrats.
Thanks a lot.
Your dream came true, huh?
Yeah.
Mr. Kumino, are you a single gentleman?
Yes, I am.
We have 2 granddaughters. Take your pick. Really?
Granny, stop! What the heck are you talking about?
You're kind, but I'm afraid they would be wasted on me.
I don't know about that. Seriously, how am I supposed to catch a fish with my bare hands? She already said it's very important that we use ingredients that are in season. I never said we had to get them straight from the river.
And I used to work at an eel restaurant.
There's a bear right over there.
Mr. Kumino? This is so good.
Isn't it, though? Just a bit of salt and a big old bite. It really is the best.
It's funny to hear that coming from a French chef. I never would have imagined there were so many cool things about Monoyama.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's chock full of treasures.
I couldn't agree more. Monoyama's full of hidden riches. I still think we need something with a pretty dramatic impact to express that to people who don't already know it.
So you want to use food to revive the town. What if I made a list of all the seasonal ingredients that I use from Monoyama and sent it to you? Would that help?
Oh, would you really?
Sure, that's easy.
Ingredients by the season. That gives me an idea. What if we have the C-rank gourmet dish change with seasons?
Wow, you're past your instant ramen phase.
Whatever, Miss Sandwich. Wait a minute, maybe you and I should team up. We put things together that nobody else would think of.
I love it. I have a feeling we're gonna make the queen eat her words.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I can't get over the fact that you went to France right after high school. That's so cool and incredibly brave.
I didn't really think about it. I just kind of left.
What was my sister like back when you guys went to school together?
Oh, well, she was really cute. And she was smart and friendly, too. She was quite popular back then. Whereas I was always a pretty average guy, so it was difficult to get to know her.
Don't be so silly. That can't be true.
Those 2 are getting along pretty well. Shiori, irresistible to older men.
Oh, come on.
But look at him. He's so into her. Maybe she's not an airhead.
No, she's not dumb at all. Shi-chan knows what she's doing.
Would you stop? She can hear you. I see. I actually kind of assumed that you 2 must have dated.
What?
I mean, you guys were definitely acting weird at the restaurant.
Oh, gosh, no way. If we had been, I would never have left her and gone to France. But anyway, none of this matters because she never showed up.
Never showed up where?
I'm not coming up with any dishes at all. Tell me something. Is it just me, or do people seem to eat salmon a lot here?
It's a local thing.
Then why isn't it on this list from Mr. Bear?
My guess is they don't use it in French food.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, hey, what do you think? You think those 2 will end up going out at all?
You mean Mr. Bear and Shiori? I do think they'd make a good couple.
Wish we could talk about our love lives, but that's a short conversation.
Right?
I fear we've missed the mark yet again, chefs. Tropical shish kebab, frozen fried rice, defeated samurai manchu. Where are the local ingredients? Did you guys even refer to Kumano's list? Let's showcase Monoyama's products. If the people in Monoyama won't accept it, I don't think it'll ever catch on. So what did you make? I made a pumpkin ohagi. I featured both rice and pumpkins that are grown in Monoyama.
You can't tell that by looking at it. Yeah, it's pretty boring.
You guys keep telling me that, so I guess I don't have much of a sense of what's boring and what isn't.
But out of all of us, there's no question you're by far the best cook. So I still think you should lead the project.
I'm so sorry, but I really don't think I can do it.
Awkward. Anyone have a clue what to do next?
Well, I see then. Sounds like that chef took you seriously.
I'm home.
Welcome back.
Oh, thanks. Hi, Dad. Something wrong?
No. Why don't we go for a little walk, though?
Wow, it's been a long time since we've just taken a walk together, hasn't it?
Yeah, too long. So, kiddo, is there a guy? I want you to know that I've got no problem at all with that young man.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just that you'll be a bride someday, and I think we should talk about something important before that happens. Our neighbor, Takahashi, said she's decided to give up her farm.
Really?
At her age, it's too hard to manage it alone, and her son's got his own life in Tokyo now.
How sad.
Your mother and I are, thankfully, still in good shape. We'll be fine for another 10 years. I'm just not sure what'll happen next. To get to the point, I don't want you or your future husband to feel any pressure to take it over. Luckily, we've all still got good day jobs. We'll be just fine without the farm.
I don't want anything to change, though, Dad. I'm happy the way things are now.
Oh, sweet girl. Life is about change and growth, so don't be afraid to embrace it. I want you to live your life the way you want to live it. I want you to love who you love and live wherever you want to live. And I don't want you to worry at all about your mother and me.
Sayuri, can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure, come in.
Looks like you're almost done.
I know, shocking. Not too bad for a chronic procrastinator, huh?
Hey, what's up, sis?
You look kind of down. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it really did take me off guard. It sort of came out of nowhere. I mean, I've honestly never thought about what my life would be 10 years from now. I guess I was naive enough to think things would stay the same.
That's okay, though. Don't beat yourself up for not worrying about the future. I mean, after all, Grandma, Grandpa, Mom, and Dad worked hard so we wouldn't worry.
I guess so. Were you looking at your high school yearbook?
Oh, yeah.
I've realized I don't know much about anything yet. About myself, or about this family, or even about our hometown. Kumano knows way more about Monoyama than I do, even though he's been living in France. He's sort of amazing, really.
I agree with you. Actually, if I'm being honest, I was pretty interested in him back when we were in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I liked him, but I guess it kind of felt like we lived in two different worlds or something. I found it hard to approach him.
The thing is, he was saying the same thing about you.
What? Was he really? That's so weird. I wonder why he didn't come like he promised then.
Hey, what's this inside?
The boss went and had it updated all on his own. He's meeting with the company right now.
This is supposed to be deluxe?
Where's the old ass? Get out here, old ass!
This is Oribe.
Ah, Mrs. Oribe, can I help you with something?
You're damn right you can. What the hell am I looking at here? Whatever possessed you to hold this thing on the same day as our summer festival? Are you all trying to start a war?
It's the same day?
The Board of Merchants hasn't heard a single word about this.
Yoshino, you didn't tell them?
I am so sorry. I guess we've just been so focused on coming up with a dish.
Oh, so it's your fault. I suppose I could have guessed that. You really go out of your way to mess things up around here, don't you, Queen? Everything you people do is done solely to please yourselves. None of the locals asked for any of this. None of us want it, at all.
This is bad. It's an unwritten rule that we check with the Board of Merchants before we do basically anything at all.
People out here hate being disrespected and losing face more than just about anything else.
What the hell was that? I thought I heard the old hag's voice a minute ago. Has something happened? Oh, right. I totally forgot about it. Oh, well, let her be.
We can't do that. Thanks to a certain someone, our relationship is in ruins.
And here I thought the Board of Merchants would be so pleased with all of our plans. But yet again, I'm reminded I need to listen to the people who live here. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Man, I really messed things up.
Hey, no worries, Yoshi. And anyway, this isn't all your fault. Everyone is responsible. We should have been paying closer attention. I think that we should all go apologize together.
I wholeheartedly agree.
No way in hell I'm going.
You will if I have to drag you myself.
Well, are you just going to stand there all night?
No, ma'am. We want to express our most sincere apologies for failing to review our schedule with you.
Mr. Karuta.
Yeah, we're sorry. I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? These kids, they weren't really thinking. But they didn't mean any harm, so please don't hold it against them.
Listen, I've got something to say. It's always been the same with the tourism board. You never ask our opinion, you just do what you want. 20 years ago, you hopped on that stupid bandwagon and changed the Kingdom of Kabura to the Kingdom of Chupacabra. And to top it off, you started selling that bizarre manju. Okay, fine, I can deal with that. But now what have you done? Well, I've heard you're trying to make a new version of that manju, is that right?
So what's it to you, Hag?
I dealt with all of your nonsense because you were at least using products that were made in Monoyama. But now you're working with some new company, huh? What is it you're trying to do here? And where was that wheat grown and the Azuki beans? You've been using cheap imports that have no connection to Monoyama. But as long as you can get people to come to your kingdom, you'll consider that a big success, won't you? Do you honestly think that helps revive the town?
I think I've heard enough now. You listen here. We can only grow this town with more people. Nothing we do here matters if the town has no future.
Mr. Karuta, please stop. This is not helping.
Come on, we came here.
So what's wrong with that? I've been eating salmon since childhood. It's just how it is here in Manayama.
But why? What is it about salmon?
Is it because we harvest so much wheat? It's because 50% of our bodies are made of salmon.
Oh, stop. Be real, please. Hey, Santa, what did you order for dinner tonight?
I'm having borscht.
You're eating borscht? Wait, does that mean you come from Russia?
Nope, it doesn't.
Where are you from, then? Where's your hometown?
Oh, you know what they say. When the home's far away, you stink about it.
Don't you mean think about it? Look at that. They even put salmon in their borscht. It's just a little cultural exchange.
People love their hometowns. That's it!
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Shiori, think you might want this bag? You sure? I thought this was one of your favorites. Yep, so take good care of it. Still working hard, I see. Just don't wear yourself out, all right?
The Monoyama Somen Mega Expo. I get it. You're partnering it up with the Board of Merchants Summer Festival, right?
Yeah. Salmon is a Monoyama specialty, locally produced and locally consumed. So that part at least should make the Board of Merchants happy. This isn't just a simple presentation either, it's a contest. We'll have different organizations run competing booths, and the winner will be decided by the guests' votes.
Anyone who lives in Monoyama can participate. Showcasing people's unique ways of serving salmon is a cool way to showcase the town itself.
The winning dish will be made an official recipe of the kingdom, and we're in talks to have it served at the City Hall cafeteria.
That's not half bad.
Really? You think so?
It allows the Board of Merchants to save face too.
And I like that it's open participation.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's going to be enough to change the old hag's mind.
Why don't we add something to make it beneficial for them in some way?
Yeah, that's good. Something like holding a farmer's market alongside it.
Yes, we can invite local vendors and other producers too. It's a total win-win.
Okay, we'll go ahead and update our proposal.
Interesting plan. You've worked hard here. I have no objections to what you propose.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope you know that I didn't say any of those things because I have a problem with you. I just need you to help support the Board of Merchants.
Of course. We'll be more careful. Shiori, thank you. Oh, we have one more favor to ask of you.
What is it?
Would you give Richon your blessing to be a member of our team on this project? All 5 of us worked on it together. If you took one of us out of the equation, it wouldn't be our project anymore.
All right, then.
Oh, yay!
Be warned. The Board of Merchants is going to win this contest.
A salmon competition? That actually sounds like a lot of fun. We'll give it a shot. Thank you so much. We got the Mommies Together Club.
So far, so good.
That's right. And it's all thanks to Shiori's super smart plan. I don't know. It just seems to me that Shiori's got a real knack for mediating.
Well, that's just because locals have a unique way of interacting. That doesn't mean outsiders should get discouraged, though. What I'm saying is you don't need to get upset just because you screwed up a little bit.
So you can tell, huh?
The Queen has no time to stand around navel-gazing. She must keep moving forward, so forward we go!
Right!
Forge on, straight ahead! Straight ahead and then take a right at the T!
Got it!
Your cup runneth over.
You know something? This is a pretty solid project coming from you.
I would have been more aggressive, though.
So, how exactly do you two fellas know each other?
Well, we used to build stuff together when we were much younger.
No, I was your glorified lab rat. There was this crazy Icarus project where he put these weird wings on me and pushed me off a cliff.
I bestowed the gift of flight upon you.
Almost killed me is what you did.
That's messed up.
All right. Give me a booth of this thing. I'll call it Toku's booth. That's catchy.
Thanks. We appreciate you letting us put a poster up.
No problem at all. An expo for salmon is a really solid idea.
Man, something smells so good.
Well, I was just making myself a little something back there. You want some?
Holy wow!
I've never in my life had French toast this good.
Oh, thank you. To tell you the truth, this stuff is responsible for changing my life for better or for worse. It was back in high school. I took a cooking class and we were making egg dishes.
Hey, Kumino, what'd you decide to make?
Oh, Shinomiya. It's only some French toast.
I love French toast. Can I try a bite?
Sure.
It's scrumptious. I'm really impressed, Kumino.
That was when I decided I'd go to France and study to perfect my French toast.
Whoa, that was your only reason for training in France? And all this time I thought that Shiori was the one you were into.
Yeah, right, whatever. Sayuri's always been the one, hasn't she?
I admit all I wanted was to see her smile again. However, once I got to France, I realized something rather troubling.
Was it the fact that French toast didn't even originate in France?
What?
One theory is that the name of the dish comes from an American named Joseph French.
So French was just the guy's name? Some American dude?
Yeah, so that's what happened. But I couldn't turn around and go home just because of a misunderstanding. So before I knew it, I became a fully trained French chef.
Well, your food is genius level good.
If you really like my sister that much, why on earth didn't you tell her before you left for France?
Oh, I had planned to, but she never showed up like she promised me she would.
She said the exact same thing to me about you. Oh, come on. All you did here was switch the tea out for broth.
No, I developed a new sensor that automatically pours more broth when it gets diluted.
Yeah, that's not what I meant, though. Isn't there some way to, try to involve the... Oh, Toku, I think I got it! We're about to make Somen so exciting!
What?
Take care of yourself, okay? Please try not to work too hard.
Good luck, Sayuri. I'll miss you.
Bye, little girl.
Dad, come on, it's just one town over. Okay, bye, everyone. Kumino, are you okay?
Yeah, Shinomiya. There's something I really need to talk to you about before you go away.
What is it?
What's this? I was under the impression the chef liked Shiori.
Do you remember what I said at graduation? That I'd be waiting for you at 3 o'clock at the station the next Sunday. Well, I waited for you there well into the night, but you never showed up. So that's why I left for France before I...
But I was waiting too. I was. I mean, I waited most of the night, but... It was the Sunday right after graduation, yeah?
Yeah, I don't get it. Hey, we're ready to take off if that's okay.
Thank you. Yes, that'll be fine. Sorry, I'll come back by for dinner again soon. What happened? What'd she say?
Well, maybe it was the wrong station.
I don't really see how. Not when there's only one station in Manoyama.
Then I guess they must have been waiting in different places.
Oh, yeah, like Shibuya Station.
Right, like waiting at the Moyai statue instead of Hachiko.
But the difference is this station only has one meetup spot. We're back. How'd it go? Tons of people signed up. All the booths are full.
That's incredible.
No way, Yoshi. But that was a lot of work. It actually wasn't. Everyone was really interested. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you guys a treat from the local cuisine society. Seaweed flake rice balls.
I love these. What are they?
Rice balls covered in kombu seaweed flakes.
Why cover them?
No idea.
These have been around here forever. Makes sense. I've noticed that since I've moved here. People in Manoyama eat a crazy amount of kombu. Oh, really? You use it in broths, to flavor your sushi and rice, even kombu tea.
One time at a pub here, I even witnessed a guy drinking kombu liquor.
Well, Toyama actually has the highest kombu consumption rate per capita in the country.
It's kind of strange, huh? It's not like you can harvest it in Toyama Bay, and Manoyama isn't close to the sea.
Back in the Edo period, it was common for trade ships from Hokkaido to make frequent stops at each port in the north. And it so happened that they brought a lot of kombu with them when they did.
Oh, well, I guess that answers that.
Learning more about this place every day.
So true. We eat these things all the time without thinking about it, but they're directly connected to our history. And they're good. Hey, wait a sec.
What? I see the wheels turning.
We'll come up with an amazing dish, something only the tourism board could pull off. We'll crush the board of merchants.
No, I'm starting to feel the pressure. I'll tell you a secret. I've come up with a surprise myself.
What is it?
Well, it's directly related to Somen, and it's completely interactive.
You've got a scary look on your face. You good with it, Mr. Karuta?
Of course, I'm totally good with it. Bring it on.
You okay?
Yes. All right, let's do it, Joku. Somen and kombu. I'm so used to them that I can't see what to do with them. They're just going to say my idea is boring again. I wish Sayuri was here to help me.
Why did you take a little break?
Yoshino and the others are all working really hard, so I can't slug off right now. But what if no one from town even shows up for this? I mean, what are we gonna do then?
You worry about things like this a little too much, Shiori.
Maybe so. But I personally got these people involved. We're spending a lot of money on it, so I think about it being completely empty, and it scares me. Because I'll be the one responsible if it fails. I'd feel terrible. I'd want to disappear. Yoshino's doing great, and I really do respect her.
I don't know the details here, but it sounds to me like you should ask your friends for a little more help,
Thank you, Mom. But the problem is we've only got 1 week left. No way! Do I have the wrong date down? Oh no!
Shiori, what is it?
It's a date!
The date is... Oh my gosh, what has that silly girl done? It's last year's calendar.
Are you kidding me? I think I was seriously on the verge of having a heart attack.
You two have always been such airheads.
I'm so nervous.
Hey, don't worry. I'm sure folks are going to show up. Look! So many people. Look at that, Shiori.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. We want to welcome you to the first Monoyama Somen Mega Expo. Everything you see in the booth is free of charge. There are plenty of options, so make sure you save room to try them all, folks. The booth that receives the most votes will be the champion. We'll promote that lucky winner's recipe as one of Monoyama's specialties. There's no way we're losing to the tourism board.
Our recipe is unique. Rather than serving the noodles in a broth, we've chosen to flavor our dish with a thicker sauce. We place the well-strained somen in a bowl, and then you add some kombu flakes, okra, natto, and some grated mountain yam. Lastly, you're going to throw in just a splash of salsa sesame oil. Mix it up, and it's all ready for you and your family to enjoy.
Wow, this is good.
Kosuke, what do you think?
It's making me feel nostalgic somehow.
Curious, why kombu?
Well, kombu and somen have been popular in Monoyama for such a long time, so we thought it made sense for them to be considered a local dish.
Guys, how about a bowl of happy somen? It's pretty tasty. Want to try?
Count me in!
It sounds totally boring.
Well, look at this, though. Kombu is low in calories and it contains nutrients that are said to increase the size of your bust.
Huh? I'm sold. Here you go. Enjoy.
There's still time for you too.
Huh?
Shiori! Sorry I'm so late. I was busy with prep.
Hey, Kumino. Here you go.
It tastes like your hard work paid off, and I like the name.
Thanks so much, Chef.
I'm hopeful that this will help us find some new local favorites, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. Try not to miss each other this time, okay?
I guess they've started to figure things out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're currently tallying your votes for the Somen Mega Expo. We'll have the results soon. But in the meantime, let's have a word from Yoshino Koharu, Queen of the Kingdom of Chupacabra.
Huh? Good afternoon. I hope you're all having fun. Yoshi.
What's with the swimsuit?
We've got a lot of great new somen dishes here today, but I'd like to show you a cool new way to experience them.
What new way?
I think we can all agree everyone loves somen. And now, thanks to this guy, you can get closer to your favorite noodle. May I present the brand new Overflowing Somen 5DX?
Overflowing somen?
All right, let's eat.
Prepare to overflow!
You see? It stimulates the 5 senses. The 5DX experience.
In you go. In you go. In you go. I might need to go ahead and automate this part too.
Do you think this was the little surprise that Yoshi was bragging about earlier?
You mean this high-tech masterpiece?
Looks fun. It's a meal. You enjoy with your whole body. Best game ever!
Here, Kozuki. Take it. Hurry. Well, everyone, we hope you enjoyed that little show. Now it's time to announce the results. The winner of the first Monoyama Somen Mega Expo is... the Monoyama Mommies Together Club with their spicy somen spring rolls. Congratulations.
You guys, we did it!
So I guess we lost.
Oh, it's okay.
I have every intention of finishing this later.
Well, it was obvious that we were ahead anyway.
Shut up, Hag!
Come on now, everyone had a good time. Isn't that what counts?
Excuse me, miss, you're with the tourism board, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, I wanted you to know, I just love the happy somen. You think I could serve it in my restaurant?
Yes, of course.
I really enjoyed it too. The flavor was somehow calming. I'm planning on making it at home.
Please do.
You did so great, Shi-chan.
Well,
It's 4 p.m. and I'm at the throne room.
Kumino?
Shinomiya, what are you doing here?
Shiori said I had to be here today.
So weird. She gave me a note telling me to be here at 4 o'clock. And she gave me this.
I think that's from my room.
Why a calendar? And it's last year's.
That means the calendar I was looking at when we were supposed to meet. It was probably the wrong one, too. I bet I was waiting for you at the station on the wrong day.
Well, at least the mystery's been solved then.
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I guess I really am an airhead.
Look, why don't we try again? Will you come back by my restaurant sometime tomorrow? I'll even make your very favorite dish.
You mean that yummy French toast?
Yep, that recipe hasn't changed at all.
Oh, there you are, Yoshi. We've been looking for you.
Hey, don't let it get you down, girl. And that little show of yours was remarkably entertaining.
Come on, don't say that. I was really trying.
Aw, you were such a mess.
Sometimes I envy you, Yoshi. You've got such a totally weird imagination. Not a compliment.
Our dear Yoshino who never thinks a single thing through, and Shiori who overthinks everything. Maybe we should just add you together and divide by 2.
Okay, from now on I swear I'll think things through completely before I act. No, wait! That's not who you are, Yoshi. I think you should double down and go for everything. I'm a designated driver, and it's actually not bad at all.
Urchin.
Soy sauce on pudding, right? When I was little, we used to put honey on cucumbers and say it tasted like melon.
You can also put yogurt on shiokara to make caviar.
Seriously? Let's try it. Angelica, do you have any yogurt back there?
I have to go home, guys.
What? Already?
Thanks, Shichan. You didn't have to leave with me.
Oh, no, it's okay. My grandpa worries anyway. So tell me, did you actually want to stay and hang out?
I don't care.
You know, you've really changed lately. Since meeting Yoshi and the girls, you're more cheerful.
I wonder, is that really true?
A rural romance in Monoyama?
It's sort of a matchmaking tour, and it's been organized by the singles and the community club locally. Hey, Yamada, you're in that singles group, right?
Yeah? I mean, I have a girlfriend, though.
You held out on me? Who is this girl? If she's hot, I'm gonna kill you.
What are you even talking about? You're married.
Anyway, it appears that there are only 3 females who've signed up for this dang matchmaking tour thing. Kindaichi's the leader of the singles group and came in here crying about it.
Even if we're only talking about 3, we can't let them get away. How do we convince 3 city girls to marry and settle here in Monoyama?
So he's pretty serious then.
He is, and that's where you come in, Queen. I don't care if there are only 3 of them. I need you to figure out a way to grab hold of these city girls' hearts and not let them get away.
So what we need to do is revamp the plan. We need to come up with a perfect itinerary for this 3-day, 2-night tour.
Does anyone else here think that we should start by renaming it?
I totally agree with you, except for one thing. They've already been using this name to advertise. Now let's see. How about we go through the community club suggestions for activities? A karaoke duet tournament on a rented, decked-out party bus.
A thrilling afternoon of fortune-telling with lunch at Angelica's. Who will be connected by the lover's faded red snowman?
Show off your excellent cooking skills. Compete in this cooking challenge using local vegetables. The way to every prince's heart is through his stomach. Come and play the Chupa game. One person is the Chupa, and you must obey their orders. But if the Chupa issues orders to the hero, watch out. Were they seriously going to do this stuff?
What kind of activities would you want to do? Well, the obvious thing would be to go to all the tasty shops in town, right?
I think it's probably best to avoid this area, though.
No, we've got to be honest and show them this place as it really is. We have to help them fall completely in love with every part of Monoyama.
How about if they stayed in an old-style house? I think that can be pretty charming. And I know no one's taken my old place yet.
That's such a great idea. We should give them experiences they can't get anywhere else.
Exactly. Something creative and filled with the discoveries and surprises you can only get in the country.
Hey, Richon, you're the creative one. Do you have any brilliant ideas?
I get your blood sucked by a leech tour.
Okay, that might be a little bit too creative. What'd be the point of having their blood sucked?
A leech sucking out bad blood is detoxifying. They use them in Ayurveda, a type of traditional Indian medicine.
You mean like those doctor fish?
I do think you're headed in the right direction, but we might need to think sparkly shiny for these girls.
Hey, this brewery sake is pretty tasty stuff. What if we brought them here?
Sake really is booming right now, so a tasting tour might be good.
Oh, see that mountain? There's a river on it with so many fireflies, it's almost scary. I bet most city girls would freak out over it.
Oh, I would. A night full of fireflies?
I thought bugs were always out for you.
Well, yeah, they are, but fireflies don't count.
Did you have a lot of fireflies where you came from, Yoshino? Definitely. I grew up in a harbor town. Oh, cool. We should go see them together. Like, scout it out for work and have a firefly sleepover. That sounds great. I love it. And you know, the bed next to mine is always available. Oh, wait, what? I don't get it.
Sake tasting, fireflies, and a night in an old-style house. Not bad at all, ladies.
Thank you, but I can't help thinking it's missing something.
How about if they got to spend a day as the head of the tourism board? They can wear the chupacabra costume as much as they want.
What are we trying to do? Show them a good time or punish them?
You're right, though, Yoshi. We need one more thing on the agenda that really sells them on the town.
How about teaching them the Monoyama dance?
What Monoyama dance?
Oh, it's lovely, and it's been passed down here for generations. All the girls who grow up in town are taught that dance in school when they're very young.
I remember that. I loved learning it as a kid.
Yep, I had to learn it back when I was little, too. Is it really still a thing?
This is so perfect. Exposure to a local traditional art. We could give lessons to the girls on the tour, then we can all dance together at the end.
Not me. I can't dance.
Oh, don't worry about that, Richan. I'm a terrible dancer, too. If we all practice together, I'm sure we'll get it.
Keep in mind, this dance has a very long history in this town. Try to take it seriously.
You just leave it to me. As queen, it's my duty to learn this thing inside and out and make the town proud. I can be your dance teacher if you'd like me to, Yoshino. Oh, right, my own tutor.
I don't think I'll be able to dance like a queen.
Oh, jeez, come on. You've always kind of avoided this stuff, huh, Richan? You don't have to dance with us. We probably got it covered. No worries.
It's time for me to head home.
Okay, why don't I give you a ride?
Thanks, but the buses are still running.
Would you accept the invitation if I offered you a ride? It's no problem at all, and I'd like to, Richan.
Good night, then. See you tomorrow.
Say hi to old Granny.
So I'm curious, why don't you want to do the Monoyama dance with the other girls?
Mainly because I don't like being told I have to do something just because of some tradition.
You sound just like my husband. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I imagine it doesn't make you happy to hear it. But you see, I mean it as a compliment. I like that you aren't afraid to be an individual. Okay, hop on in.
Good night. I'm heading home.
All right, good night.
I'm home.
Well, hello there. I'm guessing she must have given you a ride home? So you're helping out with the community club's matchmaking tour. I feel sorry for them because there's no way that's going to go well.
Grandma, do you think I've changed?
Why, has something happened with you? You're still Ririko, and you're perfect just the way you are.
What do you think? Did I maybe say something I shouldn't have? No, and as long as you don't try to force her to dance with us, I think it'll be fine.
You and Richan have been pretty close since you were little girls, right?
Mm-hmm. We've been friends since we started elementary school.
I wonder if Chitose got angry with her when she didn't end up learning the Monoyama dance.
She seems like she'd be strict about that stuff. I know it's hard to believe, but Granny Chitose is pretty soft on Richan. Is she really?
If she wasn't, she probably wouldn't allow Richan to do half the things she does with us.
It's a bunny, you see? It's cute. What is that? A shrimp?
Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris.
Is it something you can eat?
No, not anymore. They've been extinct for a very long time now.
Oh, wow. You're like an animal expert, Richan. Is it okay to call you Richan?
Cheese. Smile for me, Ririko.
Are you here for the Rural Romance Monoyama tour?
That's right.
Kiyomi Hiragi, Ayana Nakatsugawa, and Izumi Koyama, right?
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Monoyama. My name is Yoshino Koharu, Queen of Chupacabra. I'll be your tour guide.
And I'm her assistant, Maki Midorikawa.
It's very nice to meet you. I was wondering, is it just the three of us? Are we all that signed up?
Yeah, we would have had to cancel it if any of you hadn't shown. However, if you focus on the positive side, it's like a reverse harem, and you get your pick of all the men in town.
He's not too bad, right? Too old for my taste.
All right, ladies. I'm your driver today. However, if princesses need anything else, well...
Oh, Bruce, that didn't actually work on you two.
Kamizawa, you're a married man, so back off, sir.
I should have known that he would already have a wife.
Don't worry. There are heaps of handsome men from the community club just waiting for your arrival.
Well, we can't guarantee that handsome part, though.
Okay, now seems like a good time to go over the itinerary. First, you have a welcome lunch.
Ippei Taida. You can read my name backwards and forwards, and it's still the same name. I'm 39, working nonprofit. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you were 42. So this year's actually your bad luck year, isn't that right? Oh, didn't you know? In Manayama, they believe a man's bad luck year is 39. I'm Kakimura. I grow kabara and rice, and I'm a young 33 years old.
Hey, I'm Shibukawa. I'm a former sushi chef.
Former?
I'm in training now to be a competitive eater.
So, the thing is, the majority of the community club members are at work during the day, so for right now, we're going to begin with the ones who could make it to lunch.
Hey, sorry I'm so late.
Hello, dear brother. What on earth brings you here today?
Matchmaking. I'm a member of the club. That okay?
Are you crazy? You're still in high school.
But I'm graduating next year.
Wait, shouldn't you be in class?
No, not today. It's a holiday.
Oh, he's still in high school. What a cutie. Pretty sure that's against the law. Huh?
You old desperate hat.
Pardon me? What was that? Sorry for the wait. I welcome you. Today's lunch is a special dish, which I call the Fated Red Thread Soman. Put your faith in the old legend and look to find who your fated red soman leads to.
You decided to go with that, huh?
We're from Scandinavia. Subtle song choice.
Okay, I certainly hope you all enjoyed your somen for lunch. Next up, we'll take a trip around downtown Manayama, and then visit the shopping arcade where some members of the community club work.
May I ask why Sandal is coming along with us?
Yeah, is he trying to swoop in? Damn. Just calm down. We need to make Manayama more appealing, even if it means getting his help. I mean, he can't steal them all. We'll just take whoever's left over. You have absolutely no sense of pride, man?
Is he a member of the community club, too? No, I'm fairly positive that he's not.
Hey, Sandal, what are you... You do realize this is a matchmaking tour, right?
Match 3 master here.
Yeah, that's not exactly the kind of match we're going for.
Know what I'm best at? Killing blue pieces.
I hardly recognize the place. There are 10 times as many people here as there usually are.
The single guys in the community club from the next town over heard rumors and came to check it out.
Like a herd of beef. If only it was always this lively around here, huh?
Oh, no, Gay. The women are coming, so you should move those magazines as far back as possible.
Do we really need to be that careful?
Now that I think about it, the queen and you ministers are women too, you know. Why don't you drop the tour stuff and marry a man from Monoyama?
I'm still very focused on my career.
Don't think of it that way. That's a choice between career and marriage.
It's true. There's nothing wrong with a stay-at-home husband.
Oh, you're one of those guys who would jump at the chance, aren't you? Here they are. They're cute. I'm Kindaichi Karada, and I'm the head of the singles group. It's a pleasure to meet you, ladies. What's this?
Oh, it's red soman. That's what we had for lunch.
It's like we're bound by this red thread, like the legend says.
You've got to be kidding me. That soman thing actually worked?
It's not very romantic, though, or is it?
When you need directions, I'm your man. If there's one thing I know, it's the local streets.
Thanks.
Huh? What? Did something happen?
No, nothing.
Have you eaten it all yet today?
Yes.
Oh, is that true?
Sheesh. Why do they feel the need to ship them in like this anyway? Are you finished for the day?
Next is a barbecue at Sakura Pond. After that, we'll introduce them to the Manayama dance.
Are you dancing too?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then. Why don't you just come home early?
Were the three of you already friends before this?
Yeah, we're coworkers. Poor Kiyomi. She just had her heart broken, didn't you? Hey, come on, Izumi. That's really not cool.
Don't worry, I'll make you forget all about it.
What, are you trying to get a head start or something, Kindaichi? I can't believe people still use come-on lines like that. It's so cheesy.
Yeah, they don't even use those on TV anymore. That makes it kind of novel, though. Yeah, it does.
You mean that stuff's okay again?
Well, in that case, I can make her forget, too.
Don't you think you should maybe get a real job first?
Oh, good. Looks like they're having fun.
I have to admit, I was worried at first.
But you didn't even know what the tour was.
I'm searching, you see. I'm searching for a place where lovers have shared their romantic moments. A memory from the ever-so-distant past.
A memory of...
I want to find proof of how the two of them lived.
Yoshi! Time to get started. Hurry up, come on. Hey. I'll see you later, Richan. You good?
The Manayama dance. It's a local dance passed down for many generations.
long ago, a fearsome dragon lived in Manayama.
Hey, what are you trying to do? Don't scare her, Karuta.
Who says I'm trying to scare her? I'm informing her of an important lesson in Manayama's history. I'm pretty sure there's a stone dragon idol enshrined around here someplace.
Really? A dragon?
That's right. A dragon came here from far away. Taking the form of a young woman, it made its nest in the pond. However, the dragon hates revelry. That's why when we dance cheerfully and play music, the beast is kept at bay. So, the Manayama dance was created in order to keep the dragon away from the town for generations to come.
Mr. Karuta, have you seen Richan?
No, she seemed like she wasn't feeling well, so maybe she left.
I wonder if she's okay.
I'll try texting her a little later. Richan told me she was staying home today. She said she got all wet in the rain last night and caught a cold.
I've got your kanji for you.
You're making too much of this. It's not a big deal, Grandma.
It's important to treat a cold right away. Also, you shouldn't exert yourself just to help with that matchmaking whatever. You've never liked being around other people much anyway, right?
I hope you were able to sleep well last night.
Yeah, I did, thank you.
The house is really lovely.
Except for those bugs, though.
Ends up, I'm off duty today, so I get to spend the entire day with you.
Yeah, well, I'm off duty too.
You're a competitive eater. You don't work.
I wonder if Richan's okay. I bet she's fine, but I'm checking in on her this afternoon anyway.
Wow! I'm so excited. I've always wanted to try bouldering. I had no clue Manayama had something like this.
Well, it's outside of town, though. This place has even been used to host bouldering tournaments before.
Watch and I'll show you how it's done, Kyomi. Here, then here. Hey, you okay?
It's just, I kind of felt like we were being watched.
So he's joining us again, huh?
A long time ago, a dragon girl lived in the town of Manoyama. The dragon girl had always been greatly feared by the villagers. Why? Because dragons are fearsome creatures. They're different from humans. You can never tell what they're thinking. To keep the dragon out of the villagers came together, and they sang and danced, and it worked. I am a dragon, aren't I?
Looks like the chief handywoman has experience. Impressive.
She apparently climbed it out when she used to have a job at a gym.
Do any of you happen to know when this place was built?
The bouldering walls are pretty new, but I think this tower's been here for a long time.
You can see all of Manoyama from here. And the wind feels lovely. It makes me wonder, did the two of them hear the chirping of the cicadas and see this same view long ago?
Who's that?
I mean my great-grandmother and great-grandfather.
So you're saying at some point your ancestors visited Manoyama?
When he was young, my great-grandfather spent some time in this area on a business trip. That was when he was introduced to a beautiful young lady from Manoyama.
Huh?
Before long, the two of them fell deeply in love. They spent many happy days together here in Manoyama, and eventually, he took her back to his home country, where they were married.
Seriously?
Seriously.
That's such a beautiful story.
So I guess that means you must be a quarter Manoyaman then, huh? No, wait, that can't be right. Not a quarter.
1/8.
A visitor came here from a far-off country, fell in love, and got married. That's a perfect story for our matchmaking tour.
Sure, it's very romantic, but it kind of defeats your purpose. He came here, they fell in love, but then instead of settling in Manayama, they left and went back to his country.
You're right, though. If they'd stayed, it would have been perfect. We'll promote it in other ways.
Okay. So sorry to keep you waiting. We got French cuisine for lunch today.
Oh, I've never had French food before.
What? A competitive eater has never had French food? Hey, can you remind me which fork to use on each course?
Only an idiot doesn't practice before a test.
What the hell do you think there is to practice?
Wait.
What is it? Can I help?
Sorry, no. It's just that I thought you had another person in your group.
Hey, come on, are you trying to creep us out or something?
My apologies. But seriously, I really saw a guy with big bulging eyes and a beard with you.
There's nobody like that on this tour.
Hey, look at that. Huh? Big buggy eyes and a beard. Am I right?
Yeah, Bento's not bad at all. Wait a sec, how the hell did Sandal get a lunch too?
Makunochi Bento, a treasure of Japan.
Hey, where'd the queen disappear to?
Oh, she just went to check on Richon.
She's endangering herself. I bet Grandma's in rare form over this whole matchmaking tour.
Why would the matchmaking tour upset her?
Oh, you mean you really don't know?
Hi, can I come in?
Why, what do you want?
I just came to see how Richon's doing.
She's sick, so she can't possibly eat heavy food like that. So please go.
Please, at least let me see her.
She should never have been helping the tourism board with that matchmaking tour in the first place. You silly outsider women bring us nothing but trouble.
Being an outsider isn't a bad thing. We're all just people.
Oh, is that so? Well, I heard that you broke the dragon god at Sakura Pond yesterday.
I wonder, the dragon, what did she do after that?
It was no use. She wouldn't let me see her.
She really is in a bad mood. She's holding a grudge because of the matchmaking? Wow.
What?
We heard about it from Takamizawa. Richon's mother was an outsider. She apparently moved here so she could marry Richon's father. But she couldn't adjust to life in Monoyama, so she left.
I see.
Did you know that, Shiori?
Mm-hmm. Richon has talked to me about it before. I guess her mom decided she didn't want to become an Oribe after all.
Come on, lunchtime. Huh?
So her dad didn't end up taking over the confectionery. He followed his wife instead, leaving Monoyama, and he got a normal white-collar job. But then, shortly after Richon was born, they got a divorce anyway.
Man, that means from Chitosi's perspective, her son was tricked, lured away, and left broken-hearted by an outsider.
What happened to her dad? He was appointed to a position overseas right after the divorce, so it was decided that living with Granny Chitose made the most sense for Richon.
The dragon kept to herself, staying deep inside the cave, and eventually she died alone. When the villagers came to learn of the dragon's death, they were incredibly sad.
Do you think maybe we've done a bad job with this? No, I don't think so. I mean, look at how happy the guys are from the community club.
They make really wonderful souvenirs, and right now, we've got a 2-for-1 special.
I know this is a sales opportunity, but you're single, right? You sure you don't want to join the tour?
I'm focusing on honing my craft. Marriage will have to come later.
What do you think of this little guy, Kiyomi? Because if you like it, I'd be happy to pick it up for you.
Oh, thanks. But I don't think my place is big enough for it.
Huh? What? What is it?
Look at that. The dragon.
It's just a coincidence, girls.
Excuse me.
Hey, are you feeling better?
I went to the library to read up on the dragon.
Can we drop that stuff, please? I'm afraid you're scaring the ladies.
But this...
No buts, I mean it. Come on, you're ruining the movie.
Hey, hang on.
Look, you might like your legends and UMA, and all that other weird stuff. But normal girls aren't like that, okay? If you're gonna talk to them about something, keep it fun. They need to like it here.
Okay then, forget it.
Where's she going? Richon! Hey, you okay? You've been acting different since yesterday.
Not since yesterday. I'm a weird girl. I've always been a weird girl.
But that isn't... Okay, yes, you might be a little weird, but all of us are in different ways, and that's part of what makes us who we are. You mentioned the library and reading about the dragon. Did you find out anything?
There's another interpretation of the tale of the dragon. A completely different interpretation that everyone here in Monoyama seems to have forgotten. The dragons were extremely wise. The villagers threw a party in order to welcome the dragon girl. They were hopeful and excited to learn from her great wisdom. They thought that a fun, lively dance would encourage the dragon and bring her closer. But when the dragon girl saw them dancing around the fire, she got scared, and she ran away right then and there. By the time they realized their mistake, it was too late. The dragon girl ended up dying alone deep in a dark cave, and unfortunately at that point the humans forever lost their chance to learn from her.
We created a song to comfort the poor dragon in her solitude, and we sing it for her with our whole hearts.
Nobody knows the song anymore. The Monoyama dance remained, but the song was forgotten in no time. The point is, Monoyama was originally a place that accepted and welcomed outsiders.
Richon, That's amazing. This is really quite a discovery. And it's so perfect for our tour. So, let's go and tell everyone about it.
Come on, you know nobody's really interested in that kind of story.
And we'll have to make them interested. Before the Firefly tour, we'll convince them we're putting on a little comedy show and then hit them with the dragon story. Good idea, right? Or maybe that's a wee bit too much. Anyway, we'll figure out something and it'll be perfect.
How are you able to smile like that? I can't do that. I can't be the way you are. You don't know the Manayama dance, but you don't even hesitate to commit yourself to learning it. You left the countryside for Tokyo on your own. You actually worry about being too normal. We couldn't be more opposite. You have all the things I don't have, and you can do everything I can't do, everything! I'm so sorry. It's not that I want to be like you exactly. I am who I am. I want to be that. But that must not be enough because nobody sees me. It seems like nobody understands me.
I don't think that's true. I think people here might understand you better than you know. I mean, for instance, from my point of view, you're a way more impressive human being than I am. You're interested in so many different things, and you're not easily swayed by the people around you. I wish that was true for me. Your differences are part of who you are, and I like them. Believe me. You are accepted and loved.
Why? Why are you always so kind?
Sleep tonight, go and dream. Feel the comfort of our song. A piece missing, alone, frightened and seeking home. Please forgive us for all we should have known.
Sandal, how is it that you know that song?
It was taught to me by my mom. She learned it from her mom. My grandma, that is, who learned it from my great-grandma. When I was little, my mother used to sing this song as a way to comfort me whenever I cried or was sad. So today, I sing that song for you. I hope it helped you.
Okay, I think we're about ready to begin our firefly-filled evening. And thankfully, there's a 0% chance of rain. So we can all relax and enjoy those lovely little bugs.
Sure, no problem. Oh no, we're all good here. Okay, see you later. Yoshi apparently has a little errand to run, so she'll have to catch up with us later. Here we go. Mrs. Oribe?
You, where have you taken her this time? If you keep messing with my granddaughter, you're going to be in deep trouble.
I think there's something you really need to see. Please, will you come with me so I can show you?
Give me one good reason why I should listen to anything you have to say.
Please, ma'am. Richan will be there too. And I can promise, it's Ririko as you've never seen her.
Looking at the fireflies will be a real treat, huh, Kiyomi?
Uh-huh.
So, I was thinking maybe the two of us could, What? What is it?
Look, someone's watching us.
Hey, who the hell are you, weirdo? Wait, you've got it all wrong! Who are you?
It's Masaki.
I'm so sorry, Kiyomi. I could never convince myself to give up on the two of us. I followed you this whole time.
I'm so glad it was you, Masaki.
Oh god, I think it's her ex.
That thunder caught me by surprise last night, and I ended up falling into the pond.
Oh no, were you okay?
Yeah, I had to take shelter in this really bizarre building, like a palace or something, and I wound up falling asleep there.
So the dragon who left the big mess was him.
Oh, come on, man. Cheer up. I bet we can make you forget all about her. Couple of beers will do it.
Wonder what's taking Yoshi so long.
There she is.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
What's that old bag doing up here?
Well, here we are, folks. Tonight marks our last stop on the Rural Romance and Manayama tour. I hope you ladies had a great time because we've loved hosting you. I know we only had a few people participate, and I know we had our share of hiccups, too. But I'm glad to say, I think you got to experience the real Manayama. Also, before we finish, we need to make a correction. It concerns the Manayama dance, the one you saw last night. Here's the thing. The dance had been passed down as a type of tool to keep the dragon at bay. But this is incorrect. The truth is, its real purpose was for making friends with a dragon.
What's she saying?
As time passed, the original intent was lost, and it shifted into something very different. But tonight, Richan and Sandal have brought part of it back, and they'd like to share it with you.
Hey, Queen! What the hell are you talking about?
The point is, this town has a rich history of being a place that welcomes and accepts outsiders. And I believe that's still true of Manayama to this day. So if you've grown fond of our little town over the past few days, and I truly hope that's the case, please don't hesitate. Come back to see us. We'll be glad to have you here in Manayama anytime.
I don't really get it, but I guess it kind of worked out, huh?
An old song was forgotten that went along with the ancient Monoyaman tale of the Dragon Girl. With your permission, we'd like to bring it back home.
This song may have been forgotten in Manayama, but it was kept alive by someone in another country. I want us to make it our own again tonight, so that it may be passed down to comfort the generations to come. Sleep tonight, go and dream. Feel the comfort of our song. A peace missing alone, frightened and seeking home. Please forgive us for all we should have known.
I've heard this song. I remember it from when I was a young boy.
You still can live here and be free. We all have hearts pounding strong. Hear the words of this song and sleep happily, knowing you are home. Sleep tonight, sleep tonight.
Native. My name's Amamiya. I heard that a girl around my age was working hard to revitalize the town. Honestly, it really inspired me.
Well, they were mostly my ideas, Chupa.
Are you familiar with a program called Moving Mountains?
My mom and I watch it together every week.
Thanks for that.
It's called Moving Mountains? Yeah, a reality show that focuses on exceptional locals.
It's mysteriously very popular.
I actually had to rewrite the proposal several times before they'd accept it.
The Revival Gal's 150-day fight to save a town. This is great.
150 days?
That's how long you've been on the throne here. We'll be focusing on the 5 of you. So we'll be following you around town, shooting your daily struggle, preparing for the festival.
You mean all the time? Oh my gosh, we're gonna be on Moving Mountains?
Filming should be no problem at all, right, Queen?
Oh, no way! I actually can't wait!
That's excellent. Let's give Monoyama something to talk about.
Cool!
Great.
Is it just me, or is this pretty crazy?
All right, let's get 6,000 people there, Chupa!
6,000 attendees? That's how many people visited the palace all last year.
That means if we hit that number in one day, we'll be legends! No worries, I know that we can make it happen! Hey, good morning, everyone. I forgot, we're starting today. Oh, sorry, I talked about filming.
Honestly, there's nothing we can't do in editing. So just try to relax.
We're holding the meeting now, Queen. Shioni, what are you... As you know, the Soman Mega Expo is pretty specific to Manuyama. But for this festival, we can probably expect some gate crashers. Just people. I mean, we can expect guests from neighboring towns. I, too, concur with that assessment.
What refreshments will be made available to our dear guests?
Oh, that's indubitably too big a job for... Yes, that's right. That's why we really must have the Board of Merchants' cooperation. But we still haven't heard back from them.
How does this issue align with our current service level agreements?
I don't...
You guys are in selfie mode right now. Just try to forget about the cameras, okay? Basically, we need to divide up the work, right? So let's start divvying it up. It'd be great if you could take that off now.
Understood.
We'll be holding the big trivia contest in this area.
I see. So what you're saying is the stage will in effect be the backdrop.
Yes, exactly. This ensures people can move.
If you truly believe, your dreams can live. Dreams really do come true. Also, if you build it, then they will come. I came, I saw, I Costnered. Honestly, I have no words now.
He's fine. It's all fine.
So I heard a little rumor. Is it true you were working as an actress back in Tokyo?
Well, it wasn't exactly working.
How'd you get involved with the revival effort?
Oh, it just kind of happened.
Excuse me, where should I park the generator truck?
Behind the palace is probably the best, thank you! To tell the truth, my life had kind of hit a dead end. I thought I might see things clearly if I went back home again. But for now, I'm realizing how much fun it can be to work toward a common goal with people I really respect.
So you're in charge of PR, Miss Kozuki?
That's right. I used to work as a web designer in Tokyo, so, you know.
Honestly, it seems like it would be hard to make the decision to move out here.
Well, it wasn't that hard for me. Out here, you don't have to deal with crowded trains or buses. The rent's cheap if you're surrounded by lovely nature. Huh?
Pause. Hold for nature.
Every day I feel like I have a purpose. I mean, I know that Monoyama may be a small market, But that just makes it easier to see the results of any effort you make. It's incredibly humbling and rewarding to be able to use my skills to help revive the town.
No good.
What? Why?
We've already used 200,000 yen of our PR budget on posters and flyers. Don't you remember when I asked you to think of something that wouldn't cost any more money?
I felt sure that was a joke.
Our Minister of Mediation is pretty strict.
Don't forget, we can make that much in a sec selling our yummy manju. Come on, what do you say? Order a box of our Chupacabra Manju Deluxe.
If those things would sell, we wouldn't have this problem.
Managing a budget, that's honestly really tough.
And we're getting subsidies from the city, so we can't go over budget at all.
I see. What's your opinion about the queen, Miss Koharu?
Oh, she's wonderful. She has an amazing imagination, and she's great at just jumping in and getting things done.
Great. Can you tell me truthfully, what are your current goals? Your goals for the upcoming founding festival, I mean.
Yeah, sure. I want our guests to fall completely in love with Monoyama. I want the event to be chock full of hometown love.
Whoa, Moving Mountains is really here.
I certainly never would have thought they'd come to Monoyama.
I wonder if our shop will be on TV.
They want the board to set up food stalls?
This area between the gate and the palace. That'll get the most foot traffic, I think.
Really, I couldn't care less about celebrating that silly kingdom's anniversary. It's fine that they're asking us to set up food, but if the place ends up being empty, that would be a disaster.
No, it's okay. People will come to this, probably.
And how do you know that?
Everyone is working so hard to support Monoyama. Case in point, I'll help with the food.
Okay then. I'll talk things over with the Board of Merchants.
Thanks, Grandma.
Young man, I want you to make sure to use that part.
Do you think it's fair to say that the Queen's passion for rural rejuvenation was what ultimately led you to join the team here?
You're right.
Tell me honestly, Ms. Oribe, how do you feel about the Queen?
Well, she always seems to understand me, so I like her pretty well.
I understand your role here as the Minister of Puma. Do you particularly like Pumas?
No, I'm Minister of UMA, or UMA, which is not the same as Puma at all. It's a term created by a Japanese person. What they're actually called is cryptids, and they're fascinating. I'm currently studying the Mothman. His compositions linked to the digestive system of both humans and insects would suggest...
I propose a toast to our great work today.
Here you go, girls. Monoyama's official new specialty, the Happy Somen.
I apologize for the wait. No worries. Thank you, Erika. We're truly pleased to have you back, as always.
Hold the phone. Are you wearing makeup today?
Why don't I get that out of the way for you, sir?
Hey, no one said I was done, though.
Is there a problem or something, Amamiya?
Go ahead and stop recording. The truth is, I've just been trying to figure out how I can frame the Queen.
Huh?
The others have all had a touch of drama to their stories, you know? But so far it feels like you don't really have anything like that. You failed to find work out of college and were crowned due to mistaken identity. It works as an initial hook, but honestly I want an element that will move our viewers a little more.
Move them how exactly?
Yeah, it just feels a little too normal.
Could you please not call me normal, okay?
How's it going? Is it good? The footage?
Thank you for the tea. Yeah, I was able to get most of the comments section shot.
Well, good for you, but everyone is a little bit worried that it might not be that entertaining.
They shouldn't be. Honestly, I have a secret plan.
Yoshi, I wish he hadn't said that to you. There are plenty of ways that you aren't normal at all, really.
Yeah. He was being provocative. It's all for TV ratings.
Maybe I am just normal, though. I had hoped that being made queen here could maybe change that. But it feels like I'm the only one who hasn't really grown at all. That's not true! If anything, you're just a late bloomer, that's all it is!
I know all of us have definitely been influenced by you to some degree. Yeah, a bit.
Yes, I second that.
Thanks, you guys.
So what were you doing in here anyway?
Do you mean you really don't know? That little girl right there is Yoshi.
What? Really?
The 10,000th visitor to the kingdom of Chupacabra.
Well, that's some real-life drama. Why haven't you said anything? Amamiya is going to cry tears of joy.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, and I bet you Mr. Kadata would go straight up bonkers over it, too.
The Queen of Destiny chosen by the heavens, Chupa. The legends were all totally true, Kabra.
You'll be a pain. Let's keep it a secret. Agreed. I have some bad news. We were only able to raise 30% of our sponsorship goal. At this rate, we'll be forced to reduce the scale of the trivia contest for sure. We can't. That's the biggest draw of the whole festival.
We could get rid of the grand prize trip to Guam.
If we do that, we won't get any guests from outside of town. Our first goal has to be getting them here. And then once they're here, we'll give them a bunch of coupons so they'll stay.
And so they'll come back. That's the ultimate goal.
It's good that you're trying to extend the value of the event, but how do you plan on covering that in the budget?
I think it might be a little too much to ask of the Board of Merchants.
There's no way that old hag would listen to us anyway.
We can't ask them for any more.
Well, then there's the issue with the traffic management. We've hired some part-timers, but it's not enough.
So what should we do now?
Excuse me? I did it. I honestly did it. Brace yourselves. Ptolemaeus has agreed to play at the founding festival.
You mean the Ptolemaeus?
You're kidding!
Wow.
Ptolemaeus. He advocated for geocentrism, but that
No,
was
Richard,
superseded
not
by
Ptolemy.
heliocentrism.
What's that? Talking about Tally who?
It's a band called Ptolemaeus. They've just had their big break. Tickets to their shows sell out instantly. My wife's a huge fan of theirs.
Hey, it's the soda commercial that Moe's in.
That's right. Their song's in a swimsuit version.
You mean it? Those guys are really coming here?
They are. I used some connections I made back in my old college media club. That led me to their managers in Tokyo.
Seriously, this is pretty amazing. I'm sure they wouldn't normally do an event in the middle of nowhere, right?
This concert alone will probably draw people here from the entire country.
Ha! You very much remind me of my young self, you know? I like you a lot, Chupa.
But there's no way we could possibly have the budget for such a famous act.
Nothing to worry about. It's all taken care of. My boss has agreed to make it an official corporate event for our network. It will be an excellent opportunity for us also.
Okay, so just to clarify, does that mean that Northern Living will be covering the costs?
Right. That burden is not on you at all, and now we can openly promote the founding festival. Honestly, it kills two birds with one stone.
It's amazing. That's free publicity.
Everyone involved will benefit from this. It's a genuine win-win.
Oh, but we had planned to hold a trivia contest in that big area right in front of the palace.
You can go on ahead with whatever you have planned. We'll handle the show from here on out. Right now, we intend to use that area down by the pond.
You sure that'll work okay? Won't there be problems with sound?
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about that? Quitters are forever coming up with excuses. That's why Monoyama will always be a middle-of-nowhere podunk town. This is a huge chance for you. What could possibly make you hesitate? Honestly, nothing. I'm sorry. Let's just tackle this head on, okay? Head on.
At least we know he's a little bit passionate about the project.
Well, the show is called Moving Mountains.
Okay, let's check in with our guy in the field. Apparently he's got a pretty big announcement for us. Let's give him a call. Mamma mia!
Hello! I'm here back in my hometown of Monoyama visiting the kingdom of Chupacabra. Pretty chill, huh? Just a palace, no big deal.
It's actually not too bad, really.
And here are the members of the wonderful Monoyama Tourism Board. Hi there, ladies.
Hi, great to be here.
Oh, might those 5 lovely young women be?
That's right, those in the know. They're the Monoyama Revival Gals. Honestly, aren't they so lovely? Well then, the Kingdom's founding festival being held on August 27th is right around the corner, and as a very special guest, they've got none other than...
A frozen mammoth is coming! All right, yeah!
Actually, there's no mammoth, but the famous rock band Ptolemaeus will be playing.
Wow, that is a surprise.
More details as soon as we have them. Stay tuned. Take it away, gals.
Come on down, Chupa!
To Monoyama, Kabura. Jeez, that totally wiped me out. Well, this was our first time on a national live broadcast.
So we're revival gals, huh? Oh man, they're already posting.
I don't like these people's tone.
Isn't it good that they're talking about it, though?
But what's with this gals thing? Can we not?
I guess Amami can be a little on the heavy-handed side, huh? Yeah, there's no doubt about that, but at least he is passionate about improving Monoyama. And we do have our goal of 6,000 attendees.
I can put up with him if he brings in more people.
And I support any decisions you make, Yoshi. Thanks. I think we need to do whatever we can to make the concert work. So in that case, with regards to the trivia contest budget, it might be time to bring out the battering ram.
Sounds pretty intense.
We'll smash it head on! To the Board of Merchants, the Community Club, and all other attending groups, thank you very much for taking the time to gather together like this. I came here today to ask some favors of you. For the upcoming Chupacabra Founding Festival, we are planning on making the main event a trivia contest open to anyone who wants to participate. We anticipate it being popular. However, we don't have enough staff, so if anyone here would be available to volunteer, we'd certainly appreciate your help.
Can I be blunt here? If you don't have enough people, why don't you just do what you can with what you have? Maybe limit the participants?
Thanks for that point, Takamisawa. The festival's purpose is to introduce as many people as we can to the town.
The trivia questions will even be set up to teach people all about Monoyaman products and landmarks.
The members of the board will already have their hands full running the food stalls.
Do you think anyone will actually show up? We had that one founding festival 10 years ago, but it was a big flop.
Nobody goes to the kingdom itself anymore.
Well, we have news for you. The Ptolemaeus will be coming to play at the founding festival.
Wait, like the astronomer? They're a super popular band right now. You know, they've got that song in the soda commercial.
Oh.
We're working with the TV network's event division, so we'll have more attendees than ever before. It's a perfect opportunity to raise interest in Monoyama.
You mentioned the second favor. What's that about?
It's about the prize for the trivia contest. What we'd like to do is give out coupons that can be used all around Monoyama to anyone who participates.
They'd be 500 yen a person and look like this.
But who will cover the costs of those goods and services? We can't possibly use the city's subsidies for something like that, can we?
Correct, we can't. And we weren't able to raise as many sponsorships as we needed.
Oh no, why was that?
Go ahead and pull that back to a wide shot.
Are you telling us that we should sacrifice for the stupid kingdom? Why on earth would we ever do that?
I'm sure that it probably sounds like a very selfish request, but we truly need your help to make the founding festival a success.
Well, isn't that convenient for you?
Convenient? Don't give up. This is for the town, isn't it? This is for your hometown, am I right? Don't you want the town you live in to bustle, to come alive and keep growing? Don't you think it's important to get people to come back to Monoyama over and over? Again and again?
You don't understand. Think about it. Getting more tourists isn't actually going to help a bookstore.
Or Tatami Mat shop either.
Okay then, what if we limited it to restaurants?
And you ought to make the bus free for them at the same time.
Don't be ridiculous.
That's basically what they're saying, though, isn't it?
You know, I think it's a great idea. These people are making the trip all the way out here after all, and that's something. We can give them a little discount, and if they tell their friends, we'll profit.
Well, Yoshi, I'm in.
Thanks, Angelica.
Each of our products are pretty expensive, so I'm not sure how much it'll help you. But it feels a whole lot better than doing nothing, don't you think so?
All right, Yoshino. This festival is for Monoyama, correct? Since that's the case, the Board of Merchants will lighten your load.
Will you really?
But surely you don't expect all of us to participate.
The Board of Merchants has always had a reserve fund, hasn't it? If we don't use it at a time like this, when would we?
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Okay, the community club is in. We don't have money, but we have volunteers.
Me too?
They organized the matchmaking tour for you.
Well, I guess I could maybe volunteer.
Everyone. Thank you so very much.
If we're going to do it, we might as well do it right, is what I think.
We're behind you, Queen. And you, ministers.
Thank you again, everyone. This is great.
Okay, I've got a question for you, Queen.
All right.
Can you tell me, honestly, what effect your efforts at rural rejuvenation have had on the town so far?
Well, Nope. You'll see at the festival.
It's almost here.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like they're trying to show us how much more they have invested in this.
Well, what I say is if we can use it, we should.
I guess. Yeah. If we're gonna hold an event that goes beyond Monoyama's normal capacity, we've got to think about that stuff too.
And there's no way our public buses will be able to handle that extra volume either.
We've already arranged for some shuttle buses to help out with that.
We've got the airport and train stations covered. Honestly, there's nothing to worry about.
You really have thought of everything. Thank you. Hey, is that them?
Welcome! Good morning, everyone. I'm Kume, and I'm with Northern Living TV.
Hey, what's up, liberals?
Also, may I present the Revival Gals?
It's so great to meet you. I'm the queen of the kingdom of Chupacabra, Yoshino Koharu.
Kinoshita.
Tokichiro.
Hideyoshi.
We really appreciate you being willing to take the long trip out here. Truly a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Welcome to Monoyama. We're thrilled to have you here, plus minus.
Mr. Kata.
Okay, then. How about some food before rehearsal? There's a fantastic eel restaurant nearby.
I could be down with that.
Eel sounds cool to me. Could I get it Nagoya style?
Oh, you bet you can. This way, gents, this way.
Listen, they're called Ptolemaeus, not plus minus.
Yeah, whatever. Let's get going.
Chitose, looks like you brought a lot of stock.
I've been saying plus minus nonstop for those TV cameras. It's only fair I should profit from it.
Gonna sell a ton of these Macs.
Really? You said before you wanted no part of any of this.
You're one to talk. You were against these coupons, weren't you?
Pounce on an opportunity. That's business 101. Looks like we just made it.
Thanks for helping out, Idiko.
Yes, I appreciate it.
Not at all.
Huh? Hey, you wrapped them all in sightseeing maps.
That was all Richard's idea. Isn't that smart? She's obviously my granddaughter.
And that wraps up our management guidelines. Next, you'll all head to your respective stations. If you're not sure about something, please don't try to guess. Reach out to HQ instead. Okay, everyone, good luck and have an awesome day.
Look at that. Chupacabra Kingdom 20th Anniversary featuring Ptolemaeus. Presented by Northern Living TV right here from our town. This is the real deal.
Let's go find our station. Come on.
Oh, all right. Man, I wish I could see the concert.
Honestly, how do you feel right now?
I'm nervous. I just hope lots of people actually show up to the trivia contest.
It's getting to be about that time, Queen. Are you ready to go?
Yeah. You're fine. It's going to succeed.
Bound for Sakura Pond, leaving momentarily.
We will now begin the opening ceremonies for the Kingdom of Chupacabra's 20th Anniversary Founding Festival.
But first, let's have a quick word from our reigning queen, Yoshino Koharu.
Good luck, Queen. Hold your head up and shoulders back.
Here you go. Knock it out of the park. I'm the Queen of Chupacabra, Yoshino Koharu. Thank you. Thank you all for coming to our festival. We're so glad you're here. I'm excited for everyone to have the chance to get to know Manoyama. Welcome. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Right now, we'd like to kick off the festivities. Let's raise the flag and celebrate with a performance of the national anthem.
It's an actual country?
I guess that's what the founding refers to?
Manoyama is cracking me up a little bit.
We got some time before the show. Want to go check things out?
As the sun shines bright and true, and vegetables take root, downtown there's a view, rich tradition you see, Sakura pond through the trees.
Yeah, this isn't awkward at all. Here are your uji kintoki. Thank you. And an anmitsu for you, young lady, correct? Just a moment, please.
Here it is.
Get your fortune teller bento here, ladies and gentlemen. Find out what kind of luck you have today.
These are my Japanese-style galettes with local buckwheat flour.
If you're tired, just bust this baby out for a nap. And it's made with our locally grown soft rush.
This looks like a huge success.
Would you care for a snack? Matmanju.
What's wrong? Are they not ready?
They're having trouble with their equipment, so they pushed back the start time. And it's not looking good.
The trivia contest is about to begin. If you plan to participate, please head toward the enclosure now.
We've got Manoyama coupons worth 500 yen for every single participant here.
Would you like some coupons?
What? Are you kidding me? Did they announce it already?
They seem to be in a rush over there.
Man, we were hoping people would filter over here after the show ended.
At this rate, the contest might completely overlap. What'll we do?
We've already started gathering people up, so what can we do? We'll hold it as planned.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go ahead and get things started. We welcome you to Mayomania Quiz Extravaganza!
Wow, I can't believe what an amazing crowd we have here today. Thanks very much. We're so glad you've joined us.
In order to show our appreciation, we're giving you coupons worth 500 yen.
Every single one of you.
For those of you that advance in the game, we've got even more big prizes. And for the trivia champion, it's a trip for two to Guam!
Take me with you!
Okay, it's time for us to get started. Why don't you do the honors, Your Majesty?
Hey, everybody! Who here wants to go to Guam?
In that case, here's your first question. The Kingdom of Chupacabra was originally the Kingdom of Kabura. Is that true or false?
Oh, that's an easy one. Oh, there's no rule against using your phone, so don't worry about that.
Attention, we have an announcement for those of you who want to see the special performance by Ptolemaeus. The show's start was unfortunately delayed due to technical issues, but we're going to begin in just a moment. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience.
Finally,
We
let's
invite
go.
you to join us down by the stage where we'll begin the concert in just a few minutes. Thank you for your patience.
It's
And
outside,
again,
man. We
the
just need to get close.
Ptolemaeus
Come
show
on.
will get started momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen.
So that's a thing that actually just happened.
It just means you all won that round by default. To those that stayed behind, congratulations!
Thanks for coming all the way out here, you guys.
prefecture is this anyway? It's hot as hell out here! Are you listening? Are you listening? I can't hear you at all! The cicadas are louder than you guys! Don't worry about anything else! The world revolves around us in this moment! The next song we're gonna play is called The Ptolemaic System.
Next up, question 6. One of Manayama's famous products is kabu, which is used as an ingredient in kaburo sushi. Is that true or false?
If you think it's true, please move to the right. And if you think it's false, then please move.
What's that? Can't really hear you.
Should I raise the rope yet or not? Which is it? Did you say yet?
I'm sorry. We'll read the question again for you.
This is a hot mess. That was crazy. Once the concert started, people took off so fast.
Of course they did. We'll just wait and try to sell them a few more things as they head home.
Thanks so much, Manayama. We'll see you guys at Budokan, won't we?
Here we are. We've made it to the final round of the Manayama quiz. Put your hands on those buzzers.
The right answer is worth a whopping 1,000 points.
Those are high stakes.
Yep, they sure are. Let's do it.
Okay. One of Manayama's most famous traditional arts is...
The answer to that one has got to be sculpting.
I'm not gonna fall into that trap.
I wasn't finished yet.
Okay.
Ping pong.
Yeah, that's correct.
One of Manayama's most famous traditional arts is sculpting, but as a lesser-known fact, which sport experienced an underground boom here?
The answer is table tennis. Ping pong.
You've gotta be kidding me.
So we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. The champion of the Manayamania quiz is contestant 115. Tell him what he's won.
Congratulations. It's a vacation for 2 in Guam. Tell the folks your name.
My name's Alexandre Davis Celebidate.
Well, lovely. And who will you be taking along with you on your trip?
Mr. Kindaichi.
Oh, you mean me?
Well, no matter who goes, we hope you'll have a wonderful time together.
Thank you for playing our Manayamania quiz.
How the heck did Santa know the answer to that?
Probably just a coincidence.
We'll make him give it back.
That was amazing. Ptolemaios was incredible. I don't know about you guys, but to me, that 2-hour wait was totally worth it. Yeah, the Budokan's gonna be awesome.
Members of the Board of Merchants, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you, Yoshi. It's obvious you really worked hard on this.
Yeah, thanks for keeping the whole thing running.
You're welcome. I'm just happy it all went well.
We managed to sell a fair amount. You all have my thanks.
But that's not necessary. And just so you know, we handed out over 1,000 coupons, so the town should still be bustling for a while. Hey, we're having an after party a little bit later. You're all welcome to come.
I'll pass, thank you.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I suppose they deserve a night to let go a bit.
Great work, everyone. Very good job. Another successful founding festival in the books. Come on, now it's your turn to say something, Queen.
Sure. I mean, I know we came up short in a few places, so there's room for improvement. But I believe overall it turned out to be a pretty successful event.
Are you nuts? We got 6,000 people to visit the kingdom, so we fulfilled our yearly visitor goal in one single day. It was an enormous success.
Oh, great.
All right, tonight we drink to us!
To us!
So hungover. It's hard to believe there were so many people here yesterday, huh?
That's how it is after a festival. Next weekend is what really counts.
Yeah, the coupons will probably have a delayed effect.
You're right. Amamiya was talking about it too.
Honestly, just you wait until we finally air it.
The TV program is still on its way. That could be a huge deal.
Oh, it's starting.
Come with us tonight as we follow 5 girls who are fighting together to revive a rural town. What kind of miracle is in store for them?
Shiori's on TV.
Wow, this is incredible, Shiori.
The city of Manuyama, population 50,000. The center of town is full of shuttered shops. This place, which grew around a temple, has lost its vibrancy.
What refreshments will be made available to our dear guests?
Oh, that's indubitably too big a job for... What is that? Did you say indubitably? You didn't have to put that in there. No worries, it was cute, relax.
This town needs saving, and these 5 lovely young ladies have risen to the task. Yet each of them is still dealing with their own problems. Manuyama is a town that's fading fast.
But these girls have a secret plan.
Ptolemaeus, a rock band that's popular with 20-somethings and currently topping the charts.
It's so great to meet you. I'm the queen of the kingdom of Chupacabra, Yoshino Koharu.
Watch as these girls bring this town to life. Their passion truly created a miracle.
What's he talking about? It makes it seem as though we were the ones who invited them. Oh, is that true?
It's just a teeny bopper reality show. Hey, can I use this?
Congrats, you. That's the first one we've seen yet.
No way. Are you serious?
Sadly, yes.
So how are any of us profiting?
They haven't even shown me once yet. This is BS.
Hey, hold on a second. We didn't even go to the concert. How the heck did they do that? That's the power of editing.
Can you tell me, honestly, what effect your efforts at rural rejuvenation have had on the town so far?
Well, Nope, you'll have to see at the festival.
The Revival Gals fight has only just begun.
They didn't show a single second of the trivia contest.
This isn't right.
Trust me, we'll bring in more viewers this way.
Honestly.
What's wrong with you? Come on! The show had a ton of viewers, and you all look like you're headed to a funeral.
He's right. Monoyama should be well known now. The Mountain Movers effect is massive. At least according to some other municipal governments.
They did kind of dump on us a bit, though.
Come on, no one will be interested in Monoyama after seeing that. All they really saw was a live concert they could have seen anywhere.
The real problem is with the Monoyama coupons, though. They handed out over 1,000 of them, and so far, less than 20 have even been used.
That's it?
I wonder how many of those were actually used by people who made the trip back out here again.
Is this what we really wanted?
What are you talking about, Queen? Yes, of course it is.
I don't think any of this is actually helping the people who live here at all. The town hasn't changed. Look around. Reviving the town isn't just about getting people to come here. We should have learned at least that by now. We got so swept up and excited about Ptolemy